Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Birkelbach Field. Tonight's ball game, the Georgetown Eagles, the Eastview Patriots, live on the SHN Network, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting. We're live here in the JMT's sponsored JCT Memorial Broadcast booth. I'm Wally Harmon, back in the saddle again alongside Kelly DeVoll, Dave England, and Holden Tuma. Jerry Ann is back on the controls producing. We are back together as a group. The band has been broken up for about a month now. And, boys, we're all back together, and we came out of it unscathed. I tell you what, the 3 district games, we have not had the complete crew together, and this team is 3-0. And now we go into play the Eastview Patriots. The Crosstown Classic underway tonight, a battle here in district, an opportunity for the Eagles to stay atop top of the district while forcing the Eastview Patriots down towards the bottom again with a big win if Georgetown can pull this one out. Kelly, it's what all fans like.
Yep.
It's that crosstown rivalry. It's 2 Georgetown schools going at it. We bring you something special at halftime. Dr. Devin Padaville will be here, the superintendent for Georgetown Schools. He will join us at halftime. And so everything Georgetown ISD tonight here at Birkelbach Field.
Wally, I'm excited you're back, buddy. We missed you last week. I know those that are listening on YouTube really missed you last week. And that mute button, I'm glad I don't have to work it tonight. But I'm excited for this Crosstown Classic again, Georgetown versus Eastview. And this should be a great crowd, great atmosphere for Friday night football. It's going to be a beautiful night. Little bit warmer than it was last week, but it's still going to be fantastic.
Hey, slow down, Kelly. Slow down. Doppler Dave will bring us this forecast. Don't cut Doppler Dave.
He took my thunder last week.
That's why I had to tell you that. That's why I had to tell you that.
Don't steal my thunder.
Yeah. He's going to be describing uniforms tonight.
If he does, he'll be muted for the rest of the year. I tell you what, we got to enjoy that. Doppler Dave back in here now. He's getting us a better shot from the up camera while we're just waiting here during the pregame. Doppler Dave, like Kelly said, a beautiful night. I don't see many clouds anywhere close by. Talk to us about what this game brings us in weather.
I tell you what, it's an absolutely beautiful Friday night in Central Texas. 82 degrees currently. Winds are out of the north, currently at 10 miles an hour. It'll cool off into the mid-70s tonight by the end of the game. But low humidity, there is not a cloud in the sky. You couldn't find better weather for Texas high school football in Texas for the San Gabriel River rivalry, as I like to call it. There's a lot of nicknames for it at this point.
It's like the reverse color rush game. Coach talked about that last year, asking about doing the color rush, all black, all white, all blue, all white. And Eastview didn't go with it. Georgetown, the home team this year, and they went with the black bottoms, black tops, white new helmets, white shoes, and it looks like Eastview is going to complement that with white pants, white jerseys, and the navy blue helmets. Holden, we come in 3-0 in district for this Eagle team. Another good performance last week against the Leander Lions, and then this Eastview team comes in on a high. They got a big 42-38 win over the Glen Grizzlies last week. A lot of passing stats there. Holden, talk to us about your thoughts this game. We'll go to our keys to game in here in a little bit, but your thoughts as you come into a team that likes to pass the ball against a Georgetown team that likes to control the defensive side of the ball.
My thoughts in this game is that Dave did not mention the most important name that this rivalry has, which is the day that Georgetown beats Eastview. That is the day that is what we call it as a former Georgetown alum. That is what we call it. It's what we know. There's banners hanging from the ceilings. This is a big deal for these kids. Played each other most of their lives at this point, all the way from middle school to high school.
And Holden, stop right there. Let me ask you that. That's a great angle to come from a former student, an alumnus of Georgetown High School. We tried to talk to Coach about that on Wednesday night, the coaches show, Kelly and I did, and then the players. And it's like, what does this game mean? What does this game mean? It's another team. It's another faceless opponent, another opportunity for us to go out and get a win. Our job is to go 1-0 and win the football game. What does this really mean to this student body, to this school, playing the crosstown rivals to get a win?
This means more. There's no denying it. I mean, the coaches, they'll say what the coaches say. They'll underplay kind of the severity of this game because, obviously, if they lean into the energy, the teams might come out a little bit emotional. You don't really want that, even though it is a rivalry game. But this game means more. The kids, like I said, these guys have played each other from middle school, out at Tippett and now Wagner. In the most recent years, they added that one. And then, obviously, at the high school level now. So there's a big rivalry here. These kids know each other, maybe even Pop Warner even. So then that means a lot. Getting a win here is a great boost for both teams.
I was talking over at the tailgate, another wonderful tailgate by the Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Club. Jimmy Warren now doing himself with another beautiful brisket down there. Man, that barbecue was wonderful. And talking to some of the parents, we got to talk to Brant Hargrove on Wednesday night, Kelly. I sat and talked with his parents tonight, and something his mom brought up that I thought was a good perspective. The further we go here, the further these kids don't know each other.
Right.
And you wonder how that intensity will continue for that. And, Holden, that's why I think it's important being able to bring that from your point of view, just graduating last year. As these kids start to separate, the more elementaries are out there, the more middle schools that keep it added. As another high school is on the horizon for Georgetown, these are one of the last few classes that these kids are going to be intermingled. How much does that play into the future of this contest? The future of this head-to-head battle with the Eastview, and then the future of high school here when these kids are going to be separated.
Well, when this third high school comes in, it's just going to dissipate the talent at both of these schools, move some out there. So it's going to be really interesting how it affects that and what it does for the rivalries in the town. I love rivalry games like this. Love it. And some people get too serious about it, and this is good, fun Friday night football. Eastview's coming in tonight after a big win last week, so they're going to come in with some confidence tonight. And Georgetown's on a roll, 3-0 in district, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And it's something like that, Dave. These kids, you having a kid in school right now, a freshman at Georgetown High School, and Presley involved in it, and then it wrapped into the cheerleading side of that. Yeah. It's something that still there's pride involved.
Absolutely. I got to go to the pep rally this morning at the high school. If you've never been as a parent, it's a lot of fun. Those kids are hyped. It was kind of a blackout pep rally where they turned off the lights and they had these neon lights on or something, the infrared lights. But yeah, this is big for the community of Georgetown. This is the big ticket tonight. Kelly and I were at a restaurant earlier, and we gave them the link so they could have it up on the big screen TV. And there's cars piling in the driveway right now. There's pageantry everywhere. The middle school band are here tonight, sitting in the stands. There's Pop Warner down there, packed at the entrance. A bunch of Pop Warner kids are probably going to run out. So this is the place you want to be in Georgetown, Texas tonight for the crosstown rivalry.
Kelly, you had an opportunity to talk to Coach Chuck Griffin earlier in the week and to see kind of insight coming out of the Leander game and how this team prepares for this week against Eastview. Thoughts on that from Coach Griffin?
So whenever I talked to Coach, he talked about emphasizing to the players that this is just another team, just another game, and it doesn't matter who we're playing. It doesn't matter who we're playing. And he had a really interesting take on that, and you'll hear that in the interview. We welcome to the Pro Glass Countdown to Kickoff head coach Chuck Griffin. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks, Kelly. Glad to be here, man.
Always appreciate you taking the time. This interview, as usual, is sponsored by Melanie J. Financial. Hunter Creasy, the former Georgetown Eagle, and all the gang over at Melanie J. Financial, helping you with your financial needs. We thank them for sponsoring this. Coach, great win last week, dominant win. Talk about what you saw in that game Friday night.
Fired up about our team and what they're able to do. Didn't play particularly clean, but still played in a dominant fashion. And it's hard to score 52 points. And so I'm excited about what they're doing and how well they're developing. And our week this week our big deal is focus. So try to eliminate some of those areas. But I'm really fired up about where they are and what they're doing.
So in a game like that, and we talked about it a little bit in the broadcast, it's a dominant performance, but still not the best game this team could play.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. And that's part of the process of the season, right? Is continuing to get better and better and better. And we try not to be outcome oriented. We're trying to develop that and just habits of being a young man, of just working every day to be better than you were the day before. And whether that's in football or the classroom or whatever. So we're working on that. And, we want to, if we're going to win championships down the road, then we've got to play better football than what we played the other night. So that's the goal, not to win a championship this week, but to play better this week than we did the week before.
And against Leander, they had some athletes. They had some pretty good athletes on both sides of the ball. But let's talk about the offense first. Put up a bunch of yards, which we're used to seeing, and that ball gets moved around a whole lot of hands on the football. Talk about your offensive performance up to this point
Really fired up about our guys up front. I think they played better the other night, probably their best game all the way around, which enabled us to play better at every other position. It all starts with those guys, and so they played really well. Andrew, of course, played well. Noah did too, and I think Andrew rushed for 180, had like 260 total maybe on the night, and did a tremendous job. Scored 4 touchdowns. Noah threw for a bunch. We had several receivers touch the ball, and Cody Hollybeck had a big touchdown reception. Jacob Weisheimer had a big touchdown reception. So to see those guys come out and play well is really great.
I know we've talked a lot about him, but I just continue to be impressed with Andrew Petter and his ability. He's got such great vision and patience. He's just a phenomenal runner. Talk about what you have seen from Andrew and his growth over these years that you've been watching him run the football for you guys.
Just an impressive young man. He's a great kid, and that makes it all the better. Plus, he's a good athlete. He's one of these guys that you just tell him one thing, and it's his next rep is perfect. And that's a rarity. That doesn't happen very often. You can coach him on one thing and he goes out and nails it the first time. And he's just got an incredible ability. I mean, he can start for us at a lot of different places. And, he's catching touchdown passes and running the ball really well. And even threw one, 2 weeks ago. And so, man, he's just doing a great job. And we're excited. He's a Georgetown Eagle, that's for sure.
On the defensive side of the ball, it really seems like the defense is gelled now. And we saw that against Leander. A lot of hats to football, like you preach every week. Talk about that defensive performance last week against Leander.
Really fired up about those guys. They came out in a little different stuff, something we hadn't seen, kind of shocked us a little bit in the first series. And our guys kind of got a little panicked. And that's another thing we talk about, especially defensively, is don't panic. Just trust your key, read your key, and it's going to take you to the ball. And we settled in and we're able to do that and come back and really have a dominant defensive performance. Fired up about our corners, man. They played really well. I think they had 8 tackles for losses the other night, and you never hear that out of corners. So those guys did a really good job on Thursday.
When your corners are tackling behind the line of scrimmage, that's just pursuit of football.
Yeah, it is. They did a great job.
So this is the second week in a row, and I don't even know if you remember last week whenever we had our conversation. This is the second week in a row where you talked about teams throwing something you haven't seen at them. With the success that Georgetown has had throughout the past years, have you started to see that teams are saving some stuff in the season for when they play Georgetown?
I don't know if it's saving as more as they try to find. I mean, it's something we do every week, game plan, and we try to find a weakness and find a way to attack it and try to do something a little bit different. So we're not running the same thing every week. So I think we're in a good district in Central Texas, and we've got good coaches, and they work really hard to not save something, but, Leander will throw a new wrinkle in their game plan this week, whoever they're playing. So that's just part of it, I think, par for the course that, you could get so creative now because with the internet, there's so much out there that if you're a student of the game, you can learn, and then you got to adapt that into what you do and how it works for you and your program. But, I got a couple guys on staff, man, they watch ridiculous amounts of film because you can watch just about anybody's film anytime you want to, So I think that's what we see is we're just seeing a lot more creativity out of coaches because they can do a lot more now, have access to a lot more. So they just keep growing and keep developing. And we got good coaches here in Central Texas.
So the past couple of weeks, there have been some very uncharacteristic penalties on our side of the football, in particular, some unsportsmanlike conduct penalties that were thrown in there. How do you address that with the kids and keep them from getting wrapped in the emotion of these?
We run them. I mean, it's pretty simple, we don't want that. We don't tolerate that. And so we got 3 last. Really, we got 2 last week, but there's 2 guys on one and on one particular penalty. And we run them for those unsportsmanlike conduct. Those aren't acceptable. We don't take those. We had one 2 weeks ago, and it was more of an effort. Like the way we tackled, kind of slammed the person to the ground. And when they're an effort deal, I don't get too upset about it. When it's a intentional deal, we're going to deal with it. We don't tolerate that. That's not the kind of coaches we are, the kind of players we are. So we're not going to tolerate it if that's the case. So we got some guys running this week for that kind of stuff.
Well, and that's why I said uncharacteristic, because it's not characteristic for a Georgetown team to lash out back
Yeah.
There's a lot of chippiness going on in these games.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know that either one of these were lashing out. One was just, really late. He was a big old lineman and running full speed and was too late. And the other two, it was just kind of they were kind of dominating somebody and wanted him to know about it, and we're not gonna do that. This is a team game, and this is all about the Georgetown Eagles. It's not about any one individual. So it happens. They're teenagers and they get emotional, and it's an emotional game, and it happens. I don't like it, but it does, and we handle it when it does.
Well, and I think that speaks volumes to you and the coaching staff in not tolerating that. It seems like there's some tolerance for that sometimes in some of the games, not necessarily our games, but just in the game in general. And I applaud you for that. Haven't said a word about it. I haven't heard anybody talking about it, but Eastview Week.
Yeah.
And
it is. I've talked about it from the standpoint is it doesn't matter, it's just got to be another nameless, faceless opponent. Like, it doesn't matter who we are playing if you're working to get better. Like, if you're working with a mindset that I'm trying to make the Georgetown Eagles better in every practice and every rep and everything I'm doing, then it doesn't matter who you're playing. Other than learning the scheme and learning what they're doing and learning your adjustments and those kind of things, it doesn't matter who you play. It's what you do to get better. So that's been our mindset all week. We warned about staying off social media and those kind of things because I don't want anybody to get trapped up in that kind of stuff because that's nonsense. And we let the fans do that kind of stuff. Our job is to take care of the football game and really just get better. Again, if we want to win championships, district championships, by district championships, those kind of things, then we got to get better. And so there's a sense of urgency about being better every single rep and every day's practice, and then not be outcome driven, but be driven by the desire to be better, and then on the end, you're going to come out ahead and the wins will take care of themselves that way.
Have the kids been focused on that and not the fact they're going to be lining up against a bunch of kids they know and have played football with before?
No, I don't think they're worried. I mean, really, we haven't talked about that. They haven't said much. I hadn't heard much in the locker room. I mean, they're pretty focused on just getting better. And that's what like our focus this week has been on the idea of focus, like focus in practice on this rep. We're trying to eliminate some of the procedure penalties and those kind of things, like, hey, we're going to focus so that this isn't happening. And it kind of eliminates, hey, who you're playing because we're worried about getting better.
What are you looking for out of Eastview this week?
They're good. Probably the most dangerous offense we've played really all year. Mike does a great job, and Mike's former Georgetown Eagle. And, he does a great job, really innovative. And they're going to throw the ball around. They're throwing the ball about 70% of the time. So they're going to throw the ball around, and we're going to have to be ready for that. We're going to put some pressure on the quarterback, try to make him flow up, and do a great job covering. They got a couple of guys that can score from anywhere on the field. So we're going to have to do a really good job in special teams, really good job, just running to the football, bringing hats to the football, making sure we're getting guys tackled. Then offensively, we've got to clean up our stuff and continue to get better, continue to work on the line of scrimmage. And try to get over the top of them a time or two. And we're going to try to do that with some scheme stuff and those kind of things. So, they're going to be well coached and ready to play. We'll get their best shot. They got a district win last week, had to score the last drive of the game to get a win. So they're going to feed off of that and they're going to come ready to play for sure.
So, Coach, in the Leander game last week, who were your players that really stood out?
Caleb Rieger did a really good job. Moved over from tight end to defensive end. Has been having a good season senior year, and he had 3 tackles and then also 2 tackles for loss. Our linebacker was Seth Warren Jr. had 8 tackles on the night, and then Leo Diaz was our DB of the week. He had 2 tackles and 2 tackles for loss. Garrett Lloyd was our defensive player of the week. He had 11 tackles, and then also had the interception with a good little return on top of it. Offensive line was another sophomore, Sam Lopez, graded out 93%, played his best game of the year and is growing up and getting better. And then Jacob Weisheimer was our back, our tight end, H-back guy, and he had 3 catches for 82 yards and a touchdown and played his best game, graded out really well, blocking, did a really good job doing what we asked him to do. And Cody Hollybeck was our receiver, had 137 yards receiving and a touchdown. And then our Code Blue player of the game was Petter, 241 yards, 4 touchdowns on the night. And then a couple other mentions was Mason Goggins had a block punt and 4 tackles on special teams. And then another sophomore, heard a lot about sophomores this week, is Cole Mitchell. It is a linebacker, but he had 5 special teams tackles on the night. So another guy who did a tremendous job.
Well, you got to like it whenever you got sophomores standing out in games.
Yeah,
so
that's big.
Let me ask you about Jacob Weisheimer. What a tremendous development we've watched with Jacob over these couple of years. I mean, just he has really started to shine.
Yeah, we're really proud of Jacob, and he's doing a great job. You know, he made the move from offensive line to tight end last year, and had a really good year, and struggled a little bit. Had some just kind of an injury deal this year. Kind of got a slow start, but man, he's coming on and had a really big game last week. So we got really high hopes for him here as we close out the season and get ready for playoffs.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time and joining us as usual, and good luck this week against Eastview.
Thanks, Kelly, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Folks, that's head coach Chuck Griffin here on the Pro Glass Countdown to Kickoff. We will continue after this message.
This season's interviews with Coach Chuck Griffin are brought to you by Melanie J. Financial. Melanie J. Financial is a highly experienced wealth advisory firm with over 2 decades of expertise. Our team of expert financial advisors is ready to serve you, and we offer the convenience of in-person consultations at your location. One of our financial advisors is 2016 Georgetown football alumnus Hunter Creasy. Go to MelanieJFinancial.com to book your free financial consultations.
Back here in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMT's. Kelly, it really just it boils down to this is on the line between who wants this game.
Yes.
This is the Cowboy Redskin game of old. This is the Longhorn OU game of new and old. The Aggie Longhorn game. This is the Alabama Auburn game. This is the high school equivalency. What team wants this? It doesn't matter if you're 0-5 and 5-0. It doesn't matter if you're 3-3 and 3-3. It does not matter. These kids have come out. They're playing for a little bit more tonight. They can deny that. The coaches can talk that out of that in existence. Everyone sees it, knows it, feels it. You see this crowd already piled in here. It comes down to what teams comes up, shows out, and takes control of this game.
And it boils down to what Coach Griffin was saying. It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the field technically. Everybody's just got to take care of their job. On paper, this looks like a dominating Georgetown win, but this game is not played on paper. It's played on the field. Eastview is itching to get another win. They've only had one win in this rivalry, and they are itching for another win. So you know they are going to give Georgetown their very best shot tonight.
Eastview only win in this rivalry at 6-1. Georgetown leads it in the 7 meetings between these teams. The only win for Eastview was back on October the 17th, 2014. They won it 45-42. Since that point, it's been all Georgetown. And tonight, Georgetown wants to try to continue that trend. The last meeting between these two teams was last year, back on October the 14th. 1 year ago, tomorrow, these two teams played. Georgetown was the visitors, but Georgetown came in and put a 59-19 beatdown on the Patriots to take the win in the head-to-head to go 6-1 now in this series. Let's go to our starting lineups. Kelly, Eastview Patriots starters.
So we will begin with the Eastview offense first. At left tackle, number 50, Jude Tanner is a senior. The left guard is number 76, Rowan Tyler. He is a senior as well. The senior center is number 57, Nick Zavala. The right guard is number 55, Eunice Keeby, and he is a senior. Right tackle is number 59, senior Jacob Rodriguez. At the X receiver position, number 3, Keyston Rainey. He's a junior. The Z receiver is number 1, TJ Duncan, and we will be calling his name a lot tonight. He's a senior. The T receiver is number 25, Chase Nunley. He's a senior. The halfback is number 2, Luke Martin. He's a junior. The running back is number 4, Kareem Edwards, a senior as well. And the quarterback is number 16, Tyler Blair, a junior. On defense for Eastview, defensive end, number 19, Ethan Wesley. He's a senior. Defensive tackles, number 66, David Bonaparte. He's a junior. The nose tackle is number 56, Marco Sanchez, a junior. Defensive end is number 47, junior Jacob Vasquez. The M back, the middle linebacker is number 33, Luis Castillo. He's a senior. The whip, That's what it is. The whip is number 22, Caden Childs. He's a junior. The R backer is 11, Ronnie Goldman. He's a senior. The strong safety is number 5, Cash Trejo. He's a junior. The free safety is number 7, senior Felix Avila. The one corner is 12, Jordan Henderson, a senior, and the other corner is number 13, Jordan Young, also a senior. For the Georgetown Eagles tonight on offense, at right tackle is junior Max Gates wearing number 54. Number 75, Brant Hardgrove is a junior right guard. Number 76, Jordan Arrett is a senior center. Number 72, Ian Sanders is at left guard. And number 78, Sam Lopez, the sophomore left tackle for the Eagles. Number 8, Jacob Weisheimer is the senior tight end and H-back. Number 2, Devin Sedgwick is the junior wide receiver. Number 18, Yvonne Espinoza is the senior wide receiver. 26, Cody Hoybeck is in the slot. He's a senior. Number 22, Andrew Petter is the running back, and he has been phenomenal this year. Number 12, Noah Boris is the quarterback leading the offense. On defense, number 45, Jake Decker, senior defensive end. Number 39, Andrew Urban is a junior, and he is the nose tackle. Number 99, Michael Valenta is the senior defensive tackle. Number 38, Dylan Turberville is the junior bandit. Number 9, Seth Warren is the junior whip. Number 14, Mason Goggins is the Razorback, and he is a senior. Number 13, Landry Leggett is the middle linebacker. He is a senior. Number 24, O.C. Presley is the senior corner. The other corner is number 5, Jaheim Dowd. Jaheim is a junior. Number 16, Garrett Lloyd is the senior safety, and the other safety is number 25, Alex Wilson. He's a junior. On special teams, kicker and punter is Aaron Guzman, number 30. Aaron's a senior. And number 99, Michael Valenta is the snapper for PATs, and Noah Boris is the holder for PATs. On punt returns, you may see Andrew Petter back there, and on kickoff returns, Gavin Calloway will be back there. And that's our starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Melanie J. Financial.
The only change to that
This season's
is
starting
Brady
lineups
Mann
are
is
brought
now
to you
the
by
starting
Aesthetic
punter for the
Dentistry of Georgetown.
Georgetown Eagles.
The mission
I
and
learned that
purpose
having a
of
nice
our
conversation
Aesthetic
with his parents
Dentistry
because the
team
first
is
game
to
that he
help
started
provide a quality
punting
life
full-time
with
for the
healthy
Eagles,
and
I kept
beautiful
calling
smiles.
Man or Mon.
We want to develop
and now I figured
relationships
it out.
with our
Brady
patients
Mann
and always
is the
provide
punter
an
for
amazing
the Eagles.
experience for them.
The other player
Let
on
us
the
help
team
you
with a light
determine
name is
if a highly
Isaac
trained
Bond, the
cosmetic
receiver.
dentist is the best
He
option
will
for
play as
your
well. I got
smile.
to talk to him. He
We're
responded
located
to
at
trivia the other night at the
3622
coaching show. So
Williams
Brady
Drive,
Mann, the
Building
punter,
2
the number
in Georgetown,
37 will be
Texas.
the punter
Visit our webpage at
for the Georgetown Eagles.
This is word from Melanie J. Financial.
Or call 512-819-9100.
Yeah,
Back here at Barkelbach Field, the Georgetown Eagles getting ready through their pregame warm-ups, and the HVU Patriots have already taken their field through their inflatable on the north end of the field. The Georgetown Eagles tonight in the all-black uniforms, black pants, black jerseys, white with white numbers, white helmets with G-Town and script lettering on the helmets, and the black or the white cleats for your Georgetown Eagles. Here comes the
JCT
Kelly's been talking about the little man football program coming through the inflatable here from the south end zone, carrying some of the flags for the Eagles.
And Wally, what was neat while he was going through the
nonprofit organizations.
rosters was the football players were walking in the stadium. As they do, they walk through the middle, and they were arm in arm with these Pop Warner kids. That was a lot of fun to see them getting, drinking the Kool-Aid early.
And you get it's a lot like you see at programs like Lake Travis. You see it at Westlake and here at Georgetown. The same philosophies going from the younger ages all the way up through high school, where these kids are used to seeing everything kind of similar. And so apologies for the cameras. I don't know why we have dark cameras. It looks like it's blackout and there's no lights working, but the lights are going. We can see the field from here fine. So try to fix that issue going on right now, but we'll try to get that straightened out as well. Holden, your key to this game. What do the Eagles have to do to come out victorious?
My biggest key is be ready for anything. Eastview came out last year and opened the game with an onside kick. I fully expect a lot more trickery, maybe some flea flickers, double passes, anything to spark big plays. We know this passing offense can really put points on the board. So this Georgetown defense has to be aware at all times of anything that can happen, and as well as the special teams has to stay on top of things, make sure that they are always aware of any possibilities.
Kelly?
Yeah, my keys to the game tonight are, first, you got to dominate the line of scrimmage. Both sides of the ball, the Eagles really need to dominate the line of scrimmage. They've got to attack this Eastview defense and attack them quick early in the game. lock down the Eastview passing attack, and that's where Eastview has been able to do some damage this season. Also, they got to get some pressure on that number 16 at quarterback for Eastview and keep him from getting comfortable in the backfield. And then finally, win on special teams. They've had some special teams issues, and Coach talked about that in the interview. And if we can take care of those things, I think Georgetown will be just fine tonight.
Special teams had a couple of nice things happen last week. Mason Goggins with the block punt was helpful as well. And so some good things there on both sides of the ball. Dave, your thoughts? What's the one key for the Georgetown Eagles to come out victorious here tonight?
I think just focus on, like the coaches said, this is just another football team. Get better each week. Don't get hyped up in the rivalry. They have been instructed to stay off all of social media this week. This is just another game, and this week it's about 1-0, Wally.
Exactly. This team has to remain 1-0 each and every week. Some battles here in District 11 this week. College Station is at Glenn. They're favored by 26, according to Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Georgetown hosting Eastview tonight. Georgetown listed as a 33-point favorite, Dave Kelly. A&M Consolidated is hosting Leander. They're favored by 32. And Cedar Park on the road at Pflugerville to take on Hendrickson. And Cedar Park favored by 10. But the district, the way it stands right now, you only have two teams undefeated anymore. It's College Station and Georgetown. And those two teams are set to meet next week in College Station. It could be a battle for the top of this district. They could both be undefeated if they go into that with both wins this week. Glenn on the road at College Station. Eastview coming in here to Birkelbach as the visiting team against the Georgetown Eagles. We will take a minor break. We will get set up with a camera on the flag, and then we will bring you the national anthem as the Georgetown Eagles are on the field, are on their sideline, the Eastview Patriots on their sideline, the colors being presented out of the north end zone by one of the troops here in town. And so we will take a quick break. When we come back, the national anthem, and then we'll get ready for football. We'll be right back here on the SHN Network.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
This season's First Responder Broadcasting Eagles pregame show is presented by Pro Glass of Georgetown. If your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced, Pro Glass can get the job done in no time. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Our local family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own your car. Ask about our senior discounts. Pro Glass of Georgetown, located in 2303 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998.
Back here live at Birkelbach Field, they talk about the Dr. Farney Grit Award right now, and so we're having some issues with the crowd mic. We're trying to get that figured out for you, but they're talking about that out at midfield is what you see right now on the field. But we will get ready for the coin toss. Kelly, the Eagles, an opportunity to go into a big matchup at College Station. They can't look past this Georgetown Eastview Patriot team. They come in on a high. You talked about that. They beat the Glen Grizzlies 42-38 behind Ty Blair and T.J. Duncan. Two names you're going to hear a lot tonight. This Patriot team likes to pass the ball. Last week in that ball game, Eastview had 473 total yards. Kelly, only 426 yards passing. Just a few.
Yeah, and the way Eastview won that game last week was in dramatic fashion. So that was a pump up as well. They had to come back on their last drive, score a touchdown, take the lead, and then hold on at the end of the game to get that win over Glenn. So you know that far sideline is excited. They're ready for this game. Our sideline should be excited, ready for this game. So it's going to be a fun ball game tonight.
The Eastview Patriots, their defense allowed 415 yards to the Glen Grizzlies, only 11 of them passing. They allowed 404 yards rushing, and so an opportunity here maybe for this Georgetown running game to get going and make a difference for in the ball game. Andrew Petter has been on a tear lately. Holden, talking about Andrew Petter and the tear he's been on lately. Talk to us about Petter in the last couple of games that he's been out there for the Eagles.
Yeah, so the last two games, we've really seen our best offensive performances, 44 and then 52 points respectively. And in both of those games, Georgetown is averaging 200 rushing yards on the ground. Obviously, not all of that is Petter, but it's fair to say that the majority of it is Andrew Petter. He's been cooking. This offensive line has really meshed together. I think the A&M game was a little bit of a bonding point. They kind of came together and rallied behind, okay, we kind of got beat up a little bit by these guys. Aggressive front they played that week. Let's come back, and we're going to impose our will. And they've done that the last two games. We're seeing the result with Andrew Petter. Big games for this offense.
Another thing that this defense is going to have to do, Kelly and I talked about it, and we didn't want to reminisce about it, Dave, was the fact that you can't let T.J. Duncan get behind you. A lightning speed on the outside for number one. He's a senior wide receiver, and he has had a breakout the last couple of games. Last week, a 75-yard touchdown catch and pass, an 80-yard touchdown catch for T.J. Duncan. So in two catches alone, he had two touchdowns, 155 yards. The last time we had something major happen like that to get behind was when Cedar Park on the last play of the ball game shot over Georgetown to win that one. And so this defense is going to have to keep the receivers in front of them tonight, not let the big play happen.
Yeah, well, and the Georgetown defense has actually played very well against the pass overall. They're only averaging 121 pass yards led up, and only one quarterback has gone over 150 passing yards, and that was all the way back in week 1. So this secondary has really played well over the course of the year, really only improving over the course of the year, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do against this passing attack because they have some talent. They've obviously made big plays, especially last week. It's going to be a good battle for them.
And Holden, what do you talk about? We can also talk about the turnover margin. In the first three games, this defense had not gotten any turnovers for this defense. And then in game number 4, they got 5 against A&M Consolidated. They got a couple more against Leander and Hendrickson. And so a different look. Like you said, they haven't given up those big plays and lots of numbers, and they've started to get this ball back and give it over to the offense.
Absolutely. Yeah. In the last 3 games, we forced 8 turnovers after forcing 0 in the first 3. And then in the last 3 games offensively, only have 2 giveaways after having 7 in the first 3 games. So we've seen a complete flip of the switch here on both sides of the ball. Turnover margin going heavily in our favor. And the last 2 games, all 3 wins.
And a couple of things to look at as well, Holden, is the fact that in the entire season compared to district, Georgetown's offense over the season has averaged 34.3 points a game. In district, 36.7. On defense, allowing 20.8 points on the season, only 15 in district. While you flip that coin to Eastview, scoring 29 on the season in district, only 25.7. Defense allowing 46.2 points in the season, 50 points in district. So this defense for Eastview has been getting slashed in the first 3 games of district, and so an opportunity for this Georgetown team to take advantage of that. I don't think these kids want to slow down tonight. They want to put as many points on the board as they can in this game.
Absolutely, because, again, this is a rivalry game. I would not be surprised at all if the first play from either team is a big play downfield, play action pass, get some blocks, and then take a one-on-one shot for a 50 or even a touchdown play right off rip because they want to come out and impose their will early, especially through the air like that. That is one of the best ways to create immediate pressure on either side. A play action pass, big play downfield.
The captains for both teams meeting at the midfield stripe with the officials. For the Eastview Patriots, so far we've been able to identify number 1, T.J. Duncan, number 4, Kareem Edwards, and number 19, Ethan Wesley. And we'll try to find the last player overall on the field. In number 16, that is Ty Blair. For the Georgetown Eagles, the captain's out at the field. Number 16 is Garrett Lloyd. Number 22 is Andrew Petter. And number 26, Cody Hollybeck. Eastview's won the toss, and they will elect to receive here to open up the ball game. And then Mason Goggins, the 4th captain for the Georgetown Eagles, out there as well. So Georgetown will kick off to Eastview to open up this ball game. And it'll see an opportunity, Eastview wanting to get a quick strike out of this offense, if possible, against this Georgetown defense. So the battle of powers for these two teams, Holden. You have the offense that likes to put up a lot of yards and throw the ball for the Patriots, and this defense for the Eagles that likes to shut teams down and give the ball right back to their offense.
Yeah, we've seen this a couple times where the teams that win the toss like to receive the ball against Georgetown, and I think it's because Georgetown has had some struggles starting quick on the offensive side. And so if Eastview can come out and put a touchdown on the board early, it can create that kind of sense of pressure for this offense that's kind of struggled to get quick starts early on in the year.
So the Eastview Patriots, they're in the all-whites, white pants with navy blue and red stripes down the side, the white jerseys with navy blue numerals, and the navy blue helmets for the Eastview Patriots. And they are on the south end to receive this. And we are going to have crowd Mike join us here. We had to run a different crowd mic. So we'll see how that works out. The Georgetown Eagles in the all-black. Kelly, a beautiful look for the Eagles, the black pants, the black jerseys, and those beautiful new white helmets.
It is in the contrast. You've got Eastview with the white unis, dark helmets, Georgetown with the black unis, white helmets. It's fantastic. I love it.
Back deep for the Patriots. T.J. Duncan stands at the goal line. On the far side is number 3. That is Keyston Rainey. And then here on the near side, about the 10-yard line, appears to be number 23. That's Omar Gutierrez Zamora for Eastview. Now they're going to span out. Go ahead.
Folks, I do want to say that the darkness on the cameras right now is a stadium issue. We have no control over that. They are working on it. We will get that sorted out just as quickly as we can.
The Syntex shirt and embroidery kickoff by Aaron Guzman, kicked off deep, received at the 10-yard line by the Patriots. Back to the middle of the field, up to about the 20, and cut down there. What a tackle. That's going to be number 15 for the Georgetown Eagles. That is Chance Kelly on the tackle, and Eastview will start back at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 to open up things here in the first quarter.
You like to see those plays. You like to see them happen fast and early. Good defensive pursuit out there. Everybody staying in their lane so he couldn't bust it out to the outside. So good start on special teams.
1st and 10 for the Eastview Patriots as they will come out with 2 receivers wide left, 2 receivers wide right. Ty Blair in the shotgun formation. He's looking, hands it off, and right up the middle of the run by number 4. That is Kareem Edwards. And he'll pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards here on 1st down to make it a short second and it's going to be 2nd and 3 all the way up to the 27-yard line.
Eastview's bread and butter is the pass game, so it's kind of a surprise. They start with the run. Good run. 2
receivers left, 2 right. Edwards to the left of Ty Blair. Now a man in motion. That's T.J. Duncan coming to the left side. 11 and a half minutes left here in the first quarter. Blair will get the shotgun snap. Middle of the field, stands about the 22. Snap back, handed off to Kareem Edwards to the right side. Nope, Blair keeps it but throws behind Duncan. Incomplete. And so that'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Eastview Patriots. They're going to call it 3rd and 2. They spotted down on the return the Patriots back at the 19. They just have to get to the 29. So now 3rd and 2 here for Eastview to start it out.
Wally, and that was one of my keys to the game. Get pressure, not let him get comfortable back there, and that's the reason why that ball was behind his receiver, because he couldn't set his feet and get an accurate throw.
Now they're going to reset it back in the middle of the field at the 27-yard line. How do they move him up to the 28-yard line? There was no gain on an incomplete pass. It should have been at the 27. And now they're going to back him up again and get this situated. Some confusion there. 11 minutes, 21 seconds left here in this battle between Eastview and Georgetown. And the Patriots have a 3rd and 2 here on their first possession. 1 receiver right, 2 left. Kareem Edwards to the left of Blair in the shotgun formation. Snap back to Blair. He'll hand it off to Edwards to the right side. He's going to fall forward up past the 30-yard line and up for an Eastview first down. So quickly, Kelly, the bread and butter is the passing game. 2 out of 3 plays for Eastview in the first drive are runs.
And that's the adjustments that the coaches will have to make if Eastview is able to get that run game going.
1 receiver right, 2 left, tight end to the left side of formation. Edwards to the left. Blair back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's going to dump it off. T.J. Duncan across the middle, but it's going to be all for naught. Maybe 1 yard on that. He's hit quickly there. On that, it's going to be Landry Leggett and Mason Goggins. Correction, Landry Leggett and Garrett Lloyd on that one to stop T.J. Duncan. A completion, but for 1 yard. 2nd and 9 for the Patriots.
See a lot of pursuit. See a lot of white hats running to the ball for Georgetown, but Eastview's got a little drive going. We'll see if they can keep it going or if the defense can shut them down.
2nd and 9 from the 32-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Duncan, the lone receiver left for the Patriots. Kareem Edwards to the left of Blair, near side hash mark in the shotgun. Snap back to Blair. He's going to keep it. He fumbles it, and he'll fall back on it. So the Patriots lucky there. They'll lose a yard back to the 31, so to bring up 3rd and 10. He pulled it late out of the belly of Kareem Edwards and then dropped the ball. Lucky to jump back on it for the Patriots, and they'll keep their drive alive here, 3rd and 10.
Not what the Patriots want. They are the negative yards on plays is not what they can have and hope to stay in this ball game tonight. So we'll see if they can overcome this 3rd and long.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Watch for Duncan here on the 3rd and 10. The Patriots. Blair in the shotgun, snap back. He looks right. He's looking to throw. Pressure applied. He's going to have to scramble all the way to the right side. He pulls up. He gets hit, breaks the tackle. Now he's going to scramble for his life, take a shot out of bounds. And it's going to be a loss, and that'll bring up a long 4th down now for the Patriots with 9:43 left, first quarter.
Good job by the defense right there, not letting that play develop for Eastview. And that's what we were talking about with the speed on that defense. We talked about it in the coaches' show.
But so much hustle and no stop, and even though they might not get them, they're still going. They're not going to stop.
Blair never got a chance to take a breath in that. He got a half a breath, and there was more pressure. And now the Patriots on to punt. Gavin Calloway stands about the 32-yard line of Georgetown. The punt from the left-footed punter is away. Calloway's going to watch it bounce about the 45. It's going to get a Patriot roll inside the 40. Down to about the 35-yard line. That's where the Patriots will touch it dead, and Georgetown will take over. 9:33 left, first quarter. Georgetown coming up with their first possession. 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Good job by the Eagle defense shutting that drive down, getting the excitement out, getting the adrenaline out, and just play your ball game. Take care of your assignments.
The Georgetown Eagles will come out on the far side hash mark. Noah Boris will lead them out, the senior quarterback. He'll be joined in the backfield by number 22. That is Andrew Petter. Headed to the far side of the formation for the Eagles will be number 18, Yvonne Espinoza. Near side here looks to be Davin Sedgwick. It'll have 2 men in the backfield, Hollybeck and Petter. Mylock, a tight end on the right side. Shotgun formation, shot back, fake the handoff, throw it out to the left, but it's outside the reach of Yvonne Espinoza, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Georgetown Eagles.
Number 7 had an angle on that for the Patriots, Felix Avila, and if he had been paying attention, it would have been an interception. Thank goodness he didn't.
So a 2nd and 10. The Eagles will change things up here as Espinoza comes near side. That's Xavier Warren going far side, left side. And then Petter reaches out, and he goes to the left side flat. You have 2 receivers right, 2 left, and now an empty backfield as Gavin Calloway empties out. Boris looking left, looking right, throws it right. Yvonne Espinoza wide open, 45, up towards midfield, and he'll be tackled at first down for the Eagles. A borrow from Morrow first down. He'll be marked down at the 49-yard line. A nice play there, and Yvonne Espinoza, his first catch of the night.
Little different look on this Patriot defense. They usually run a 4-man front, but they're rushing 3 now.
Quickly back at it. Here comes Warren. It's going to be a pitch forward to Warren. He's coming around the near side, a couple of blocks, but he'll be hit. What a stop there by number 20. That's Isaiah Davenport Bell, the junior. He hits Warren in the backfield for a 4-yard loss, making a 3-yard loss back to the 46-yard line, and Georgetown has it 2nd and 13. Empty backfield. Warren splits wide left with 2 other receivers. 2 receivers right. Boris gets a shotgun snap. Looks out wide side. Here the near side. Catch by Yvonne Espinoza. And a nice tackle there made by number 9 for the Patriots. That's Grover Moore the third. And that'll take it back to the original line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
3rd and long. Eagles don't like that. Nobody likes being in that 3rd and long right there. But I'm thinking at this point in this game, this is probably 4-down territory for the Eagles.
Espinoza will come back for the near side. The lone receiver right. 3 receivers left for the Eagles. Boris in the shotgun formation. Petter in the backfield with Boris. He'll move over to the right side of Noah, near side hash mark. 8:15 left first quarter. Blitz look from the Patriots, and here comes the man. Petter picks him up. Boris is pressured. He tries to scramble, but he's going to be sacked by number 56 for the Patriots. That's going to be Marco Sanchez, the junior, and that'll bring up a long 4th down for the Eagles, and here comes the punt team.
So much for 4-down territory. When you lose that much on a quarterback sack,
a loss of 7 brings you up 4th and 17 for the Eagles. 7 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, and Georgetown's going to have to punt on their first drive of the ball game. Brady Mann back to punt for the Eagles. Jaheim down. The up man gives the signals here. It'll be a tight formation for the Eagles on the punt. Back deep for the Patriots. Standing about the 20-yard line. It's a shanked punt by the Eagles, and it's going to go out of bounds just about the 31-yard line. So the Patriots will take over 7:19 first quarter. Their second possession of the ball game will come over 1st and 10 at their own 31. And Kelly, a little feeling out session here between these two teams.
Yeah, and both defenses stepped up and stopped the run, so stop the drive.
No timeouts, and so after the punt, quickly back out. We'll get to our timeouts here in just a minute. But both these teams quickly back at it. Ty Blair leads the Patriots back on for their second possession. Near side hash mark right at the 31-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Kareem Edwards in the backfield to the left of Blair. Now a man in motion here to the near side is Luke Martin. Snap back to Blair. He's going to pass it out to the left flat. The catch made by Martin. He'll be hit about the 35, taken down in bounds up to about the 37-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, bring out 2nd and 4.
Good job by Jaheim Dowd out there. He had no help, so it was important that he makes that tackle by himself.
And now in the backfield is not number 4, Kareem Edwards. It's number 23, Omar Gutierrez Zamora. Blair has 3 receivers right, none left. Zamora to the right of Blair and the near side hash mark. Shotgun snap back, handed off to Zamora, left side. He follows his blockers, but he's going to be drugged down from behind at the 40-yard line. They'll mark him at the 41. Good pursuit there by number 38. That's Dylan Turbeville. And number 39, that's Andrew Urban. But it's a first down for the Patriots up at the 41-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing a little bit different wrinkle from Eastview. They often have some passes down the field, but they have really stuck to that running game on these first 2 drives.
2 receivers right, 2 left for the Patriots. Zamora in the backfield to the left of Blair. Near side hash mark, 6:25 left first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Zamora clears out of the backfield. Empty backfield for Blair. Snap back to Blair. Here comes Warren on a blitz. Dump it out left flat. Catch made by number 25. And he didn't go down to the ground, but then good pursuit by the Eagles to get him down. The completion to number 25, Joseph Champlin.
Again, Jaheim Dowd got his feet, and Leggett came in and finished him up.
2nd and 4 now for the Patriots up to the 47-yard line. 6 minutes on the clock, and it continues to roll here in quarter number 1. 3 receivers right, 1 left for the Patriots. Near side hash mark, Zamora in the backfield, left side of Blair. Shotgun snap back to Blair, hands it off to Zamora to the right side. He tries to get out wide, and he's taken down for a loss. What a play there on the far side by the Eagle defense. That looks like Mason Goggins.
You are correct.
And he chased him down. It's going to be a loss for the Patriots. It'll back it up to the 45-yard line. Good pursuit by Goggins.
Great job of Mason shutting down that outside lane that he had out there. It looked like it was there initially, but he was able to close it down quickly with that speed that we talked about that Georgetown has on defense.
3rd and 6 for the Patriots. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Zamora to the right of Blair, far side hash mark. Snap back to Blair. He's looking right. Pressure coming right up the middle. He's going to throw it up down the right side, and it's going to be incomplete through the hands of number 1, T.J. Duncan. Good defense there on the far side by Leo Diaz, and that'll bring up 4th and 6. That's Leo Diaz, the defender, Kelly, making that play.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great broadcast. I hate you all.
Looks like they're going for it.
And now the Patriots going to go for it. 4th and 6 from their own 45-yard line.
They got a clock issue.
But the clock, there it is, 5:35 left on the incompletion. Now it jumped to 12 minutes. And now 5:35. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Zamora in the backfield. It may be a little pooch kick here by Blair. Snap back, and it is going to be. Blair's going to pooch it away, and it's going to go out of bounds about the 29-yard line for the Eagles. They're going to mark it out.
He almost got it blocked. He wasn't very far
back. He didn't back up, and that's the thing you see from those pooch kicks from the quarterbacks. You'll see Noah Boris back up about 5 extra yards and get off about a 10-yard snap. Blair stayed in the normal shotgun and almost got it blocked, and now Georgetown in their second possession, 1st and 10 at their own 28.
It's going fast. It's going to be a quick game at this pace.
This is like a Liberty Hill game.
So what's interesting is that before the clock issue, it was actually at 5:10, so they just added 25 seconds to the game clock.
So now 5:29 on the clock as the Eagles start their second possession. One receiver left, two right, the tight end to the right side of the line, Petter in the backfield. Now Weisheimer moves to the left side. His run right up the middle, gets about the 30-yard line, maybe the 31. Marked by the far side. We'll see where they mark him down. 32-yard line where they're going to mark Petter down, so a gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. Quickly back to the line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Weisheimer to the left side. Petter in the backfield. Handed off to Petter left side. He makes a move to the outside, gets outside the numbers. 40, 45, but he stepped out of bounds. It'll be enough for a borrow from Morrow first down for the Eagles.
Boy, go ahead.
You dance with the one who brung you. You know, hand it off to Petter. They need to respect the run, open up the pass.
1st and 10 for the Eagles here on the borrow from Morrow first down at the 39-yard line. Petter had an open lane down the far sideline if he didn't get pushed out there. But instead, the Eagles have it 1st and 10 at their 39. Petter empties out of the backfield for Boris. Empty backfield, swing pass out to Petter. He's hit immediately as he makes the catch, and a nice tackle there by the Patriots, number 20. And I cannot tell you his name. Yes, I can. There it popped up. Isaiah Davenport Bell. He makes a nice tackle, and it's a loss of 4 for the Eagles, 2nd and 14.
And that's what you see all the time. People know where Petter is on the field, and they have to know where he's on the field. They're probably spying him on defense. I haven't paid a close enough attention yet to see if they're actually spying him, but I'll watch for that.
Davenport Bell, great tackle there in the open field to take down Petter for a 4-yard loss. 2nd and 14, 4.5 minutes left here. First quarter, Eagles have it at their own 35. One receiver right, now make it 2. But the snap hits the man in the backfield in the face mask, Holubeck. He'll be slung out of bounds for a huge loss. That'll be on the center, Jordan Arrett. He saw the clap from Boris, and he snapped it, and it hit Holubeck in the face mask. Luckily, the Eagles covered that ball.
We've talked about that because they run that play where they snap it right in front of the motion guy, and it's made me nervous all season. Cowboys are running it, Longhorns are running it, and it makes me nervous every time I see it, and that is exactly why.
Now it is a long 3rd and 22 for the Eagles, all the way back to the 27-yard line. 3rd and 22 for Georgetown, 3:48 left, and the clock continues to run. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Petter in the backfield, offset to the left side of Boris, near side hash mark. Shotgun formation, snap back to Boris. He drops back, he's looking right. Now he's going to throw across the middle of the field. Holubeck catch up to the 49-yard line, 50-yard line. First down, Georgetown on a 3rd and 22. What a play. Cody Holubeck makes the catch. Borrow from Morrow first down into Eastview territory at the 49.
Noah did a good job of standing in that pocket, started getting a little bit of pressure. He had a lot of time, but he started getting some pressure. He stood in there and made a good throw to Cody over the middle. Took a little pop after that, but that's exactly what you want to see. Great first down conversion on a 3rd and Dell Diamond.
2 receivers left, 2 right on the far side hash mark. Petter in the backfield. Nope, that's Gavin Calloway. He's going to empty out. Empty backfield for Boris. He's looking right. Pressure being applied. Dumps it out to Calloway in the flat. Can't make the catch as it's over his head. He goes through his hands. Incomplete. Probably a good thing. It would have been a loss of 4 or 5 yards as Davenport Bell was there ready to tackle Calloway. So it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
My guess is he heard some footsteps coming from Bell.
Well, and I think Noah intentionally kind of threw that high. I think he was trying to throw it out of bounds, but
Eagles have it 2nd and 10 from the 49 of Eastview. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Petter in the backfield as Boris approaches the line, calls out the signal to the offensive line, backs up. 3:04 left, first quarter. Petter to the right of Boris, far side hash mark. Snap back, handed off to Petter. Right up the middle, dances through a little hole and gets forward for about 4 yards. Make it 3 up to the 46-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Eagles.
there you see the patience that Andrew runs with. Looked like he didn't have a whole lot, but he let his offensive lineman open up a running lane on that left side of that line. He's able to turn something into nothing into something.
3rd and 7 for Georgetown. 2:40 on the clock, and it keeps running here in the first quarter. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Snap back to Boris. He's going to roll to the right, looking right. He's going to look long. Espinoza is open, but he dumps it to Gavin Calloway, but he can't make the catch. In and out of the hands of Calloway. It brings up a 4th and 7 now for the Georgetown Eagles. If Boris had the time, he may have had Espinoza on the streak down the near sideline, but incomplete pass brings up the 4th and 7.
Nice job of getting to an open receiver. Just the pass was a little errant, and now you got a 4th and long, but the Eagles are choosing to go for this, looks like, but you never know. The pooch kick may be in the arsenal.
4th and 7 from the 46-yard line of Eastview. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Now Holubeck in motion to the left. He'll come back to the right as they look to the near sideline. And Coach Beatty going to whistle for a timeout. That'll be Georgetown's first timeout of the ball game. 2:29 left first quarter. We're still scoreless here in Birkelbach. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Every first quarter this season is brought to you by Nathaniel Funk, your Leander, Georgetown, Edward Jones financial advisor at 1640 Highland Falls Drive, Suite 801, Leander, Texas 78641. Learn how he can help you with your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com/Nathaniel Funk for more.
Here live in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth. 4th and 7. Georgetown lined up to go for it. 2:29 left first quarter. All you bet comes in motion. Now Boris steps back to the line, calls out a new play. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Petter in the backfield to the right of Boris. He's going to drop back. The pooch kick is going to be coming from Boris, and he pooches it. It's going to be fielded about the 12-yard line by the Eastview Patriots, breaking a tackle to the far side, up past the 20, 25-yard line, now almost to the 30-yard line. The Patriots get a return on that pooch kick, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line, it looks like.
Max Gates, that offensive lineman, just about took his head off. He's lucky to be getting to the sideline.
Good pursuit from Max Gates in the offense to get down and make the tackle. And the Patriots have it. 2:18 left first quarter, their third possession. 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Now in the backfield with Blair is Kareem Edwards again for the Patriots. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Tight ends on both ends of the line. Blair gets the snap back. Fakes the handoff. He rolls to the right. Pressure applied. He's going to dump it down to number 2, Martin. He'll make the catch and fall forward. It looked like the ball came out. They're going to say Eastview has it down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 for the Patriots.
Neither offense can get anything going right now, and that speaks to how well the defenses are playing. A couple of mistakes on the offensive side of the ball that have shut down some runs.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Kareem Edwards to the left of Blair. Blair drops back immediately. He's looking, hangs it up. A lot of room there between the receiver and the defensive back, Jaheim Dowd. And the catch made into Georgetown territory, a first down. That's in front of Leo Diaz on the far side. And so that catch is made, another first down for Eastview into Georgetown territory at the 49. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Now they'll wind the clock after the changer set. Blair has 3 receivers right, 1 left. Edwards in the backfield. Snap back to Blair. Fakes the handoff. Quick dump pass out in the flat. Catch made by number 25. And that is Joseph Champlin, but he's taken down immediately. No gain. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
Nice job out there making sure that didn't go anywhere. And if the throw was a little bit more accurate, he may have been able to get a couple of more yards, but that shut down very quickly because of the pressure in the backfield.
3 receivers right, 1 left, 1:10 on the clock as the ball comes back to Blair. He looks out, left flat, catch made about the 45, then taken out of bounds. A catch made by number 3, Keyston Rainey. A good job by O.C. Presley there to not pick up that penalty on the outside, throwing him out of bounds.
Kelly, what do you make of this heavy pass game that we're seeing from the Patriots?
Well, that's what they usually do. I've been more surprised by the run game that they've had because they don't usually run the ball a whole lot. About 70% of their offense is this pass game.
45 seconds left in the quarter. Patriots have it 3rd and 6 from the 45 of Georgetown. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Blair near side hash mark. Shotgun formation, the snap back, handed off near side Edwards. He crashes forward, and he's going to be tackled for it. Mason Goggins comes up with a big hit, but he's running uphill with the Patriots running back and drives him forward for another first down. Patriots have it 1st and 10 at the 38 of Georgetown.
Kind of interesting. These referees are letting them play in the trenches because there's a couple of big holes in that middle.
Under 30 seconds left. Pass out, right flat. Catch made by number 25, Champlin. Taken down immediately there. The ball came out. We'll see if they whistle it. It looks like the back judge is going to call it dead on the field. Champlin fumbled it. They're saying the ground. He was down by contact. And so it is going to be down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. 5 seconds left. They approach the line. Are they going to get a snap off here? 1 second remaining. And they are not going to get a play off, and that'll be the end of quarter number 1. None of the officials are calling it. The scoreboard says zeros. And now they're going to call it. It was like the coaches from Eastview were coming on the field. The end of the first quarter is upon us. 0-0 the score. Georgetown and Eastview doing battle live here at Birkelbach Field. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Our first down sponsor this season is Borrow from Morrow. Borrow from Morrow, our team is dedicated to providing the best mortgage experience possible. We do that by offering easy-to-use mortgage tools, including our handy mobile app, competitive rates, and assistance from an experienced loan officer. Our loan officers understand the local markets, have access to a wide variety of loan programs, and are ready to guide you through the process. Your family, your future, our focus. For your mortgage needs, remember, Matt Morrow, Borrow from Morrow. For more information, visit borrowfrommorrow.com. NMLS 464148.
Back here live at the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth, brought to you by JMTs. We go to quarter number 2, scoreless. Eastview has the ball, 2nd and 8 from the 36-yard line of Georgetown.
Deepest penetration by anybody, isn't it?
It is so far here in early in the ball game. Patriots on the roll here in their third drive. Has started at their own 31-yard line. Snap back to Blair with 2 receivers right, 2 left. Fakes a handoff to Edwards. He gets hit as he dumps it out in the left flat. Catch made, breaks a tackle, but then hit quickly again by the Eagles, taken down at the 32-yard line. The pass was completed to Champlin again, and now it'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Patriots.
That took some courage to stand in there and take that hit and deliver an accurate throw, because that took guts to stay there, and then he got hit in the guts.
We talked about T.J. Duncan being the big receiver for the Patriots tonight. He's been targeted once. It was incomplete. It's the number 25, Joseph Champlin, making all the catches. 3rd and 4 for the Patriots. 11:28 left here in the second quarter, and the clock rolls. Snap back to Blair. Hand it to Edwards. Near side, he has an open hole. He falls forward. Another first down in Georgetown territory, down to the 26-yard line. Go the Patriots.
I'm apparently not the only one surprised by this run game by Eastview, because it looks like the defense is a little surprised by it too.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Snap back to Blair, middle of the field with 11:10 left in the quarter. Pressure, throws one up to the left corner. A battle for it. It's underthrown. Good defense there by the Georgetown Eagles. That pass is incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
He turned around right at the right moment. Was almost had an interception.
That was O.C. Presley on coverage at number 3, Keyston Rainey. So a 2nd and 10 for the Patriots at the 26 of Georgetown. 11:05 left, second quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Now 2 right, and Kareem Edwards to the right of Blair in the shotgun. Now T.J. Duncan goes motion left. Middle of the field, snap back to Blair. He's looking right, looking left, pump fake, dumps it off in the flat. A screenplay, and Kareem Edwards wide open, finally gets chased down inside the 15-yard line, taken down at the 14-yard line. That's going to be another first down for Eastview.
They're taking advantage of the aggressiveness of this D-line, calling a well-timed screenplay right there. Big gain.
10:45 left first half. Patriots line up quickly. 3 receivers left, none right. Kareem Edwards in the backfield to the left of Ty Blair. Near side hash mark. Now Blair goes in motion. Empty backfield for the quarterback, Ty Blair. 10:35 on the clock as the snap comes back. Blair on the keeper right. He runs up to the 15, but taken down quickly and abruptly by Michael Valenta. He threw Blair down almost one-handed, and Landry Leggett was there to clean up as well. It'll bring up a 2nd and 6 now for the Patriots.
Eagles are having a hard time with as mobile as his quarterback is. They need to get their hands up whenever he starts to throw the ball, because he has some throwing lanes.
10:10 left here in the second quarter. Now 3 running backs in the backfield with Blair lined up in a weird motion, and now number 2 goes out of the backfield to the left tight end. Now Rainey in motion to the back. They're going to pitch it, fake the pitch. Blair keeps it near side. He's going to throw to the right flat, wide open, touchdown for the Patriots. And they hit the guy, Luke Martin. He went to the tight end stance on the left end of the line. He came all the way across the field. And the Patriots strike first with 9:51 left in the first half. They lead it 6-0.
That was an impressive drive by Eastview, and they've just got this defense on their heels right now.
And now the Patriots will bring on the extra point team to attempt the extra point to make it 7-0. The kicker will be number 44 for the Patriots. That's Asdrul Dianis. The snap is back. The kick is away. and it is good. 9:51 left in the first half. Eastview leads it 7-0 over your Georgetown Eagles. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Every first quarter this season is brought to you by Nathaniel Funk, your Leander, Georgetown, Edward Jones financial advisor at 1640 Highland Falls Drive, Suite 801, Leander, Texas 78641. Learn how he can help you with your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com/Nathaniel Funk for more.
Burkle Bach Field inside the JCT Memorial Broadcast Group. 9:51 remaining in the second quarter. The Eastview Patriots take a 7-0 lead over the Georgetown Eagles. A beautiful drive there. Holden, they take it almost 70 yards?
Yes, yeah. Oh, let me see. 61.
61-yard drive for the Patriots to take a 7-0 lead.
Well, that was brilliant commentary back there. He got after me last week. So
totally caught me off
there you
guard.
go.
Preparation at its finest, folks. Esdrúil Dianis Elizalde will kick it off. The Eagles will let it go out through the end zone. It will be a touchback. What a lucky bounce there. It bounced right at the goal line, but it took a right turn into the end zone and out of bounds. So the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line, their third possession of the ball game.
Well, and now we're seeing kind of what we were talking about with Eastview coming in after that big win, hyped, ready to play ball, and able to strike first, which probably surprises a lot of people, but the offense was clicking.
Coach Michael Wall in his second year at the helm for the Eastview Patriots, making the calls for this Eastview Patriot team, and they lead it 7-0. Georgetown now. 1st and 10 at their own 25, near side hash mark. Two receivers right. Petter to the left of Boris in the shotgun. Handed off to Petter, right side. He'll cut back right up the middle, up to the 30, crashes forward up to about the 32, make it the 33-yard line. A gain of 7 yards brings up 2nd and 3 for the Eagles.
I would sure like to see some tempo right here. Drive this ball down the field.
They've been consistently running tempo until they get behind the chains, which is what's been killing their drive so far.
Two receivers left, no receivers right. Petter in the backfield with Boris. 9:25 on the clock. It continues to run. Snap back. Hand it to Petter. Dances to the right side. Cuts back up the middle. And past the 35 up to about the 38-yard line. And up for another borrow from Morrow first down for the Georgetown Eagles at their own 38-yard line.
Nice run there by Andrew. Again, another patient run. We see him wait for a hole to open up, a running lane to open up, put that foot on the ground, make a hard cut. Able to get the first.
Two receivers right, two left for the Eagles now. Boris empty backfield. 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. Far side hash mark. Now Hollebeck in motion to the right side. Snap back to Boris. He's looking right. He's going to throw it up, and the wheel route is Petter. He has to go back to get it, and good defense there by the Patriots. The ball was underthrown, and that allowed number 7 for the Patriots. That's Felix Avila to make a play on it and knock it out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
The pressure was coming after Noah Boris there. They sent a delayed blitz. So the linebackers coming right through the opening in the offensive line, and he couldn't get everything he wanted to under that throw.
Yeah, and Eastview is throwing a lot of pressure at this passing game, so they're going to have to pick that up.
Two receivers left for the Eagles. No receivers right. Petter to the right of Boris in the shotgun formation. 8:49 left on the clock now. Petter removes left side for the Eagles. Hollebeck in motion. Snap back to Boris. He'll hand it off to Petter. Back up the middle. Up past the 40. He'll drive forward up to the 42-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 3rd and 6 now for Georgetown.
Interesting. I think Eastview has thrown some things out that they haven't had before. Coach talked about it. Everybody throws out some new stuff. Kind of waiting to see what kind of new wrinkles Georgetown may throw at Eastview that they haven't seen.
3 receivers left, 1 right here on 3rd and 6. From their own 42-yard line, Petter to the right of Boris. Shotgun formation, far side hash mark. Snap back. Here comes the pressure. Boris throws it up across the middle. Davin Sedgwick had the catch, but it's ripped out of his hands. What a great defensive play there by number 26. That's Lord Isopunwu for the Patriots. He'll break it up, and now the Eagles will have to punt again.
Boy, Eastview came to play tonight, didn't they?
Sedgwick had that one in his hands, and Isopunwu rips it out for the incompletion. A great defensive play. And now Brady Mann back to punt for the Eagles. Boris with the first punt. 8:10 left here in the second quarter. And Georgetown's going to punt it away back to the Patriots, leading 7-0.
Going to have to break out the teddy bears and puppies.
Keyston Rainey back to receive the punt. Snap back to Mann. He'll get the punt away for the Eagles. Rainey will let it bounce inside the 20. And Georgetown gets the roll. It's going to be all the way down to about the 17-yard line. So Eastview will have their worst starting field position of the night. 1st and 10 at the 17 with 8 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Now let's see what kind of adjustments the defense has made. And
exactly right. You got to thank Coach Nicky and this defense of going over that during that drive. Not getting much time on the bench right now. This offense not putting much pressure on the Patriot defense. And so changes having to come on the fly for this Georgetown defense.
Well, as quick as this game's going, that bodes well to Eastview because that's fewer possessions for Georgetown, who can get clicking on offense, put points on the board, but right now it's in Eastview's favor.
2 receivers right, 1 left, hand off to the right side. Kareem Edwards gets to about the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard up to the 18, and he's taken down there by a host of Eagle defenders.
And folks, remember the last time we were at home, we had 2 plays for 14 points. We had 2 scoring drives. Each one had 1 play. So we could score at will.
2nd and 9 for the Patriots. 7.5 minutes left in the quarter. They lead it 7-0. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Blair being pressured, throws it up left. Interception. No! Oh, baby. Leo's got to bring that down. Leo Diaz had a chance for a pick 6 there, and instead it almost became a completion to Keyston Rainey. That's the play right there. Put a star by that, Kelly.
Yeah.
That should have been a turnover and a tie ball game with 7:28 left here in the second quarter. But Leo Diaz unable to complete the interception and gives new life to the Patriots. 3rd and 9 from the 18.
And Wally, that's the second interception the Eagles have dropped tonight. Had one down near the goal line.
2nd and 9. They could have had an interception by Diaz, and they don't. It's 3rd and 9. Patriots have it. Shotgun snap back. Blair looking long. He's got T.J. Duncan wide open. He got behind the defense. 40, 35, 30, and he's going to be tracked down from behind by number 25. That's Alex Wilson. He saves the touchdown, and we talked about it before the game. You cannot let T.J. Duncan get open. His first catch, a big one. Eastview has it 1st and 10 in Georgetown territory.
You cannot let that guy get behind you on defense. You got to do everything you can to keep him in front of you. And he was wide open.
And missed interception comes back to haunt Diaz as he got burnt there by T.J. Duncan. Fake, dump it out in the flat into the hands of Luke Martin at the 20. He's stacked up and driven back there by the Eagle defense. On that tackle there, Landry Leggett along with Mason Goggins and Garrett Lloyd. 6:55 on the clock. It continues to tick. Eastview has it after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 from the 20 of Georgetown. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Blair looks to the sideline, gets the call with Luke Martin, moves to the tight end slot on the right end. Kareem Edwards to the left of Blair in the shotgun. Snap back, false start. There's the flag. You got to call that. That's a before snap penalty. And now they're going to call it on the left end. Left side of the line for the Patriots, so that's a big penalty there. The call on number 50, that's Jude Tanner. That'll make it 2nd and 10 now for the Patriots.
Correction, it is 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now. They're backed up to the 25-yard line thanks to that penalty on the offensive line. The Eagle defense having to make some plays here to kind of try to keep the Patriots out of the end zone again. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap back to Blair, fake the handoff. He's looking right. He's going to hang it up to Keyston Rainey, but it's going to be out of bounds. Great defense there by Leo Diaz. He used the sideline to just sprint Kelly. He ran Keyston Rainey out of bounds, and a good defense there makes it 3rd and 10 for the Patriots.
He did, and Rainey was actually kind of pulling on his shoulder pad out there on the edge. That's not really one that they're going to call, but he was trying to use that to his advantage to stay in bounds, potentially make a catch, but good defense out there on the edge. Big 3rd down.
3rd and 10, 6:23 left, second quarter. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Now Martin in motion to the left side. 1 receiver right, it's T.J. Duncan. Blair gets a snap back. Hands it off to Kareem Edwards. He cuts back up the middle, breaks a tackle to 20, 15, up to the 12-yard line, down to the 11, and it's 1st and 10 for the Patriots again.
I talked about in the pregame Georgetown needing to control the line of scrimmage, and they are not doing it. Eastview is just taking them to it in the trenches.
1st and 10 for the Patriots at the 11 of Georgetown. One receiver right, 2 left. Edwards offset to the left of Blair in the shotgun, near side hash mark. 6 minutes on the clock. It continues to run here in the second quarter. Eastview leads it 7-0. Blair changing the play multiple times. Somehow this play clock seems to be lasting forever. Still 10 seconds on the down clock. Snap back to Blair. Fakes the handoff. He's looking left. Blitz. He's going to run right up the middle. He breaks the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastview.
Wow. This defense is just on their heels, and Eastview is gaining yardage left and right.
Patriots lead it 13-0 right now. We'll see if they go for the extra point or the 2-point attempt. It looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here with 5:39 left in the half.
That's an interesting call at this point in the game.
2 receivers left, 3 right. Blair in the empty in the backfield. He's looking up, throws it right across the middle, and it's incomplete. Good defense there by the Eagles to knock that one away.
Could that missed extra point come in to play later in the game, Wally?
Oh, yeah, absolutely good.
5:39 left in the first half. Georgetown trails 13-0 to the Eastview Patriots. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
The second quarter is brought to you by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, door and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Hometown service like none other. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com.
Back here live, JCT Memorial Broadcast booth. Holden, the Eastview Patriot drive. Talk to us.
7 plays, 83 yards, and 2 minutes, 12 seconds on the time of possession there. The big play to T.J. Duncan, obviously the highlight of that drive. It was a rollout to the left, and then the flip the hips and the back pass across to the right field. You typically don't want QBs doing that, but he made it look easy.
So the Patriots set to kick it off. They'll kick it away here to the near side. Eagles will field it. Gavin Calloway drops it back into the end zone. He's going to bring it out 3 yards deep. Up 10, 15, 20. Gets hit and dropped about the 23-yard line. Gavin could have fallen on it and taken the kneel after it hit him going into the end zone. But now a mix-up there on the field between these two teams. One of the Patriots' helmets came flying off. Number 38 involved in that one for the Patriots. Tyson Ijuwoku. Alex Ginn for the Eagles, but no penalty flags thrown. Georgetown has it 1st and 10. 5:33 left in the first half. They'll have it at their own 23-yard line. Something has to happen for this offense. They find themselves down 13-0 to the Patriots here in the first half. One receiver right, 1 left, 2 running backs in the backfield on either side of Boris. Fake it, dump it out, left flat. Espinoza at the 25 instead of going forward. He gets hit immediately and goes backwards. Nice play there by number 7, Felix Avila. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7, maybe 2nd and 6 now. They move it all the way up to the 27-yard line for the Eagles.
Really interesting. I'm really stunned by how an inability by the Eagles to move this ball.
And now a pre-snap penalty on the Georgetown Eagles. False start on the offense.
Number 18.
They're going to call it on Espinoza.
Repeat 2nd down.
Could have been called on about 7 of the 11 players. But more importantly, it backs it up now behind the chain. 2nd and 11 for the Eagles. Their own 22. Boris has 2 running backs in the backfield. Now sends Holly back out to the right side. Handed off to Petter near side. He's following the blocker. Gets up to the 25-yard line, and that's it. A gain of 3 for the Eagles. That'll bring up a long 3rd down now. 3rd and 8 for the Eagles.
I'd be really interested to hear what the coaches are saying about what's happening with what Eastview is doing on the defensive side of the ball that's causing so much problems for this Georgetown offense.
You can tell every time Petter touches the ball, the defense for the Patriots seem to be keying on him and not letting him be the one that beats them. But right now, the Eagles not coming up with much else. Back in motion. 2nd and 8, 3rd and 8 for the Eagles. Boris back. He's looking right, going to throw it up. A man makes the catch at the 37, and he'll fall forward all the way to the 39-yard line. That's Ivan Espinoza, another catch, and a borrow for Morrow first down.
That's a huge play. They needed that conversion desperately. Now let's see if this offense can build on the momentum and try to get a sustained drive going.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 39. 4:05 left on the clock here in the second quarter. Morris will get the snap. Hand it off to Petter. He'll drive forward up past the 40. They're going to mark him down just at the 42. It'll be gain of 3. Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Eagles.
You know, I really like seeing a little bit of a drive out of our offense because our defense is getting a chance to visit with Coach Nicky and the defensive staff and figure out, you know, before they go into halftime, let's completely stop that next drive if there's a next drive for Eastview.
2nd and 7 for the Eagles. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Handed off to Petter, right side. He dances outside the numbers. 45 makes a man miss, but he cuts his legs down. Nice tackle there by Champlin on the far side. Short game for Andrew Petter, but it brings up a manageable 3rd down at the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Georgetown. 3:12 left on the clock, and it continues to run.
This is not only a big 3rd down, this is a big drive. Georgetown has got to put points on the board on this drive.
1 receiver right, 1 left. Running backs on either side of Boris in the backfield. 2:55 on the clock as Boris gets the snap, fakes the handoff, quick pass into the right flat. Sedgwick makes the catch into Patriot territory. Up to the 44-yard line, a borrow for Morrow first down, and the Patriot defense now trying to catch up to this offense as Georgetown making a little run here offensively.
That's not the first time I've seen a whip route out of Davin Sedgwick on a big 3rd down. I think they really like that route no matter who's going up against Sedgwick. That's probably something they've really drilled in practice. A short conversion needed, whip route from Sedgwick.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Petter in the backfield beside Boris. Near side, or far side hash mark. Now Petter empties out. Boris looks at the right flat. No, he's going to throw it up. Has a man open down the middle of the field. Catch made. Espinoza down to the 20. Breaks the tackle. 15, 10, 5. Oh, taken down about the 3-yard line. But a big 1st and goal for the Eagles.
So 4-yard line, Wally, I believe.
Yeah, there's somebody at the 3, somebody's waving at the 4. But you see, the constant flat throws open up because eventually the corners are going to bite. They're going to fly down and try to make a play. You fake the block. You go deep. They hit him right there. Espinoza over the middle. Big play, and this offense really needed it.
We're going to call it, nope, no timeout. They said a timeout.
Well, they had a player down, but he got up pretty quick.
He got up and left the field, and now Georgetown has it. 1st and goal on the borrow for Morrow. First down inside the Smoothie King red zone. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. The referee puts the clock back in motion. 2:10 left in the second quarter. Eastview 13, Georgetown 0.
SC22.
Eagles quickly to the line. Boris under center, gets the snap back, hand it to Petter. He dances to the left side. He's stacked up at the 3 and driven back. It'll be no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Eagles go quickly back to the line. The Patriots defense celebrates 10 yards down the field. They'll catch them off sides, but they're taking their time here as the clock ticks down. 1:45 remaining as it continues to tick.
So they probably don't want ECU to touch the ball again with how well they've kind of played against our defense up to this point, especially because we get the ball to start the second half. So a touchdown here, nothing for ECU, touchdown there. We're in good shape.
Morris back under center, fakes the handoff, looking back of the end zone, wide open. Touchdown, Georgetown.
Nice.
Looks like
play.
Jacob Weisheimer on a little corner route.
Jacob Weisheimer scores the touchdown for the Eagles with 1:28 left in the second quarter. Georgetown cuts this lead back to 7, now 13-6. And here comes the G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt by Aaron Guzman.
That was an opportunity for Georgetown to take advantage of the pursuit that Eastview had because they left Weisheimer all alone after a little chip by Weisheimer.
Snap back to Boris. The hold is down. The kick is away. Off the upright and good. Guzman pulled it left. It went off the upright.
Somebody threw a flag. I don't know what it's for though.
But a flag is down. They're going to call offsides.
I didn't know what Dave was doing over here.
I thought he was throwing a flag there, imaginary in the booth, and he was right. He was offsides on the Patriots.
That's rare.
Dave was correct. Note it, 128 left second
Put a
quarter.
star on that one.
Let me enjoy. Let me
Put a
soak
star
this
on
in.
it.
Let me enjoy this for a second.
128 left in the first half. Georgetown cuts the lead back to 6, 13-7. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Georgetown Eagle football, because just like the Eagles, the fight at Oak Ridge never dies. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Back here live, the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth, brought to you by JMT's. Omar Tompkins, Susie Tompkins, proud owners. They can do it all. Reach out to JMT's, jmts.com. 128 left, second quarter. Georgetown finally cuts into this lead. It's 13-7, and now the Syntex shirt and embroidery kickoff brought to you by Aaron Guzman.
This is what you want out of a rivalry game. Back and forth. This is not. You can't say this is going to be a blowout. It's not. This is a rivalry in Georgetown.
Guzman kicks it far sideline, fielded at the 15 by the Patriots, coming near side, breaks and tackles Zamora up past the 25 and goes down there. A late hit by TJ Duncan, no whistle there as he hit Ginn from behind. But with 1:22 left, the Patriots will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. This Eagle defense, if they can get a stand here, they get the ball to start the second half. Things can happen. You know some changes will come at halftime.
It's the middle 8, right?
And Coach loves winning that middle 8. So far, so good as the Eagles score to cut it to a 6-point deficit. Ty Blair in the backfield with 2 running backs, 1 receiver right, 1 left. 1st and 10 from the 27. Blair pitches it left. And it's pulling. He throws it back to Blair. He's looking for the double pass. Blair's going to have to run with it. He does not have anyone open downfield. He gets up past the 30, up to the 35 where he's rocked there from behind. That'll be a gain of 8, bring up 2nd and 2. They brought in the backup quarterback, Ryan Pullen, and they throw a little backwards pass to him. He throws it back to Blair, but the defense did a great job of coverage downfield. But a 2nd and 2 there on the scramble by Blair. 55 seconds, the clock continues to run. Snap back to Blair. He's looking to pass out in the left flat. Catch made at the 39 and out of bounds quickly are the Patriots at their own 40-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Patriots. 47 seconds remaining here in the half.
We've got to make sure we get the sideline there and keep them in bounds because they're running that 2-minute drill.
They still have all 3 timeouts remaining as well. 1st and 10 at their own 40. Blair snap back, looking to pass again, throws it out. Almost picked off Bobby Boucher. Couldn't make the interception. That's Seth Warren.
Wally, we're
the
seeing
3rd dropped interception, Kelly.
Yeah, we're seeing why our defenders are defenders and not receivers, because they keep dropping the stinking football.
The coaches box, the right of all of them jumped up in the air. They thought they had it, and then there's
Seth Warren read that route very well, made a great play on it, but couldn't haul it in for another interception.
That would have been a touchdown too.
The Patriots have it 2nd and 10 at their 40 with 43 seconds remaining. Blair will get the snap back. Jump by the defense. He's got a free play here, but he's going to be sacked. It's not going to matter, but they don't get anything positive out of it. Michael Valenta gets the sack, but that'll be erased on the offside penalty by the Eagles. They jumped on the defensive line. And 37 seconds remaining in the quarter as the Patriots will now have it 2nd and 5 at their 45.
Boy, that's going to be the difference between
Go ahead, Kelly.
That's going to be the difference between Eastview maybe just taking a knee and letting this clock run out. Now they've got some chances.
That would have been a 7 or 8 yard loss on the sack, and sit at 2nd and 5 at their own 45. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Blair on the far side hash mark, 28 seconds remaining. He drops back to pass, and he's got to be hit. Taken down, sack for the Eagles.
Number 42.
That's Caleb Rieger. What a pursuit and a sack for Caleb Rieger, and that's where, Kelly, 2 of those in a row would have definitely pulled out a knee, but instead the Patriots are going to take a timeout here with 20 seconds left, but more importantly, it's going to be 3rd and 14.
Well, 2 of those, and Coach Griffin's taking some timeouts.
Right.
That's
trying
their
to get that
first
ball
time
back.
out. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Kickoffs this season are sponsored by Syntex Shirt and Embroidery. At Syntex Shirt and Embroidery, we offer a variety of unique custom clothing and gifts, as well as personalized embroidery for gifts, schools, fundraisers, businesses, and more. Stop in today to browse what we have to offer and to ask about our custom apparel options. Whether you need 1 shirt or 100, there are no minimum order amounts on any custom pieces. Ask about our military discounts as well. Stop by our shop at 1911 North Austin Avenue, Suite 103, and check out our in-stock spirit apparel, or check out our website at www.syntexshirt.com.
The official outfitter of your Georgetown Eagles broadcast team with First Responder Broadcasting.
Extra. Back here live, Birkelbach Field. It's 3rd and 14 for the Patriots. 20 seconds remaining in the half. They have it 3rd and 14 from their own 36. Snap back to Blair. He's looking to pass. A little screen pass out to the left flat. Missed tackle there, but driven out of bounds. Nice pursuit by the Eagles. Only a gain of 4 back up to the 39. Nope, they're going to call him out at the 38-yard line. So it'll bring up 4th and 12 now for the Patriots.
That was Leggett. Just got a glove on him. Just knock him out of bounds just enough.
That shows you how strong that kid is, because he just put his hand out and was able to redirect him out of bounds.
It was either a glove or a club.
15 seconds left, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 12.
That's a terrible mistake.
Coach Griffin is going to take a timeout to be prepared here. The Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Club scoring drive summary. I missed it. Thankfully, Holden reminded me during the timeout. Holden, talk to us about that Georgetown scoring drive.
Yeah, so our first scoring drive of the afternoon went 9 plays, 78 yards, ate up 4 minutes, 12 seconds, and it was capped off by a 3-yard touchdown to Jacob Weisheimer on a beautiful play-action corner route.
I tell you what, Jacob Weisheimer, that name keeps coming up. That senior tight end, he made a couple of big catches last week, a touchdown as well. Some action that you thought might happen this year, and you're starting to see it come to fruition of Weisheimer at that tight end position, doing a good job, and now all of a sudden finding different wrinkles coming out in this offense, Holden.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I found most interesting about this receiver group coming into this year. There was a lot of question marks who would step up, and it's really kind of been everyone, but in different games. Sometimes it's been Sedgwick, sometimes it's been Hollybeck. This game, Espinoza's been the main target. So all of them are stepping up and proving they can be the number one guys. We just have to see it on all the levels in one game.
And Coach talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Espinoza only had 1 target on the night, no catches, but his downfield blocking was second to none to open up holes for other receivers and for Andrew Petter. Patriots break through the timeout, 15 seconds remaining, 4th and 12 from their 38. Snap is back. Blair is going to pooch it away. The Eagles were prepared for it, but they're going to let it bounce and roll. And a great punt turns out by Blair. It's going to be down inside the 5-yard line, all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2 seconds remaining.
So probably going to see a knee here based off next door to us at the.
Tell you what, you're going to have to be careful.
Though. If you need the ball here.
You got 1st and 10 at your own 2-yard line. Boris is going to have to be under center and go straight down to avoid any chance of being pushed back into the end zone on a safety.
Man,
so a great call there by Coach Wall.
I think I'd take that snap, roll out, and just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Well, an intentional grounding in the end zone is also a safety, so you got to be careful.
That's why I said roll out outside the pocket and get it past the line of scrimmage.
You want to run a rollout play action in the end zone? That's dangerous, though. I don't know. I'd take this QB dive.
Tonight's argument. Hey,
just shut up.
Oh my gosh, y'all are both muted. Dave, welcome into the broadcast between the two bickering ladies in the back here. Good night, nurse. The thing is, the Eagles have to be careful. You cannot take a safety here and give up 2 free points. A great play by Coach Wall. He's expecting a Hail Mary here, which you don't think Coach is going to do. You might just run a little flat pass and run out of bounds, but do not hold on to that ball and take the safety. And there's Boris. He's going to dump it out, but he's going to throw it out of bounds. It is not even going to give Espinoza a chance to make the catch. But it was in the area, and so the Eagles are going to take that to the half. They're going to sit there and look at the official, see it if it's Coach Wall came out looking about, was it a grounding pass? Espinoza was right there. The funny thing is, Boris could have padded the stats by 30 or 40 yards if he'd have dumped it to Espinoza. But nonetheless, the Eagles go to the half, down by 6 to the Eastview Patriots, 13-7. Georgetown will take the opening kick of the second half. We'll take a short timeout. Run a couple of commercials. We come back. Dr. Devin Padaville, the superintendent of Georgetown ISD, will join us live here on the Eagles Sports Network.
JCT broadcast booth is sponsored by JMT's in Round Rock. JMT's provides customized apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMT's to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMT's has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
Back here live, Birkelbach Field in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth. Live at the halftime, Georgetown and Eastview doing battle here in the Crosstown Classic. Eastview has the upper hand at the half, 13-7. A surprise nonetheless if you're a Georgetown fan, and excitement abroad in the far side of the field on the visitor side for the Eastview Patriots. Halftime underway. The coaches making their changes and some changes up here in the booth. Kelly and myself joined now. An awesome honor that we talked about in the preseason, hoping to catch this opportunity, and tonight we're blessed by it. Dr. Devin Padaville, the new superintendent of Georgetown ISD, joins us tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Dr. Padaville, thank you so much for joining us. We thought it might be the best night to catch you here as both schools go at it.
I figured I'd show up.
But we are so honored to have you in our booth and to join us here. Welcome to Georgetown.
Oh, thank you.
We've been blessed by some great leadership. We've been blessed by just this opportunity.
Yeah.
Us guys just love this as a hobby to highlight these student athletes and opportunities to visit with the administrators and the leaders of Georgetown schools. The Georgetown High School coach and Principal Johnson does a great job. Last year we were blessed by Dr. Brent, who came in and spoke with us, and now he's retired and moved on. You come in new to Georgetown this summer, named just before school started, and now your tenure happens. Talk to us about Dr. Devin Padaville.
Well, I've been here a whole 2 months, and so I will tell you, Georgetown, Texas is an incredible place. I mean, the people here are so wonderful. I mean, look at the score right now. These teams are neck and neck, and I've got the chance to interact with kids from both schools, and what outstanding young men. So I'm so proud of them. I know that just a sense of brotherhood they have out here is something that makes all of us proud in Georgetown, Texas. So a little bit about me. I was last superintendent in Taylor, just down the road on 29.
Home of the Fighting Ducks.
The Fighting Ducks. Yeah, and I'm real proud of them. They're having a pretty good season, so we'll see how they do tonight. I still keep up with them. Before that, I was a high school principal in Pflugerville for about 10 years. I was a high school principal in Frisco. I was an assistant superintendent in Fort Bend and in Leander ISD, and now I get the job of my dreams, be superintendent in Georgetown.
What was it that attracted you to GISD?
Well, Dr. Brent, your previous superintendent, did such an amazing job here, and him and I always connected over little things over the course of the 3 years I was in Taylor. And I was always drawn to the amazing culture here that was established, and there's this sense of community pride, and you can see it in my 2 months here. I've never seen a community so involved in the schools as I have in Georgetown.
I have to agree with you that none of my 4 kids graduated from Georgetown or Eastview. 2 went from Hutto, 2 from a charter school in Georgetown, Gateway College Prep. but my wife and I have been drawn to Georgetown because of that reason. This
That's
community is an amazing community. They get so involved with the schools and these student athletes, and we get to see that side of it with the student athletes. But all these programs that this district puts out, you come at an interesting time. The growth is you can't deny it. It's coming. It's continuing. This town has exploded. Kelly's been here for so many years along with Dave. As this school district grows, the challenges that you're going to face, what are those as you step into this role knowing that high schools are coming down the road for Georgetown and your leadership that's going to have to kind of guide that process?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a race to stay ahead of it. I mean, currently we got 6 schools with portable buildings outside of them.
Wow.
And some of them elementary schools. And no elementary parent wants their kids in a portable village, right? And so we're trying to stay ahead of the growth. And there's no such thing as staying ahead. It's like it's just a rapid pace because we're the fastest growing community in Georgetown. I'm sorry, in the nation.
Yes.
Right?
Wow.
So being ahead of it means just completely engaging community on making sure that we provide them the quality they expect in terms of classes, in terms of school size, all of it.
What's new coming in GISD? What's the immediate future look like, and then maybe a couple of years down the road?
You know, something really exciting going to happen here in the next year is the Future Ready Center. It's opening right by the airport. And honestly, career and technical education is the future in Texas. We're going to be able to give kids opportunities to get certifications right out of high school that are going to lead directly into the workforce or to a 4-year college. And that's exciting for kids because when I went to school in the 90s, it was college or nothing.
Right.
Figure it out.
College or McDonald's.
Right. And now it's or just figure it out on your own. And now we have 16 pathways for kids to get a certification and get a well-paying job where they can upskill once they're in there. And manufacturing in Central Texas is just exploding as an opportunity for kids.
What are some of the pathways that these kids can pick?
Well, they can do health science technology. We have automotive. We do welding. There's ag sciences. And we're also exploring, there's cosmetology, courtesy of the Logans and the partnership with Sport Clips, which is just another example of how the community stays involved here. But we're expanding them. I'm real proud of the team in Georgetown ISD, how we're chasing those opportunities to stay ahead of what does the workforce of 2020, 2030 look like.
The group that we broadcast to, the sports fans, the ones that watch athletics amongst Eastview and Georgetown, want to know the future. What's the future of another high school here in Georgetown? We see Liberty Hill opening their second high school next year.
Yeah.
You see Hutto preparing their future with the 9th grade center and another high school coming soon. Round Rock with their 6 high schools. Pflugerville with 5 high schools. What's the future of high schools looking for Georgetown?
So based on the growth of Georgetown, we are set for Eastview and Georgetown to become possibly 6A schools in the next 5 years, unless we're able to bring this community a 3rd high school. And so the real question for the community is, do you believe 5A schools are in the best interest of kids, or do you want to let us get to 6A? You know, I was a principal of a high school in Pflugerville that had 3,000 kids, and when you have 3,000 students, it's hard for every kid to get an opportunity to see the field or to be a drum major or to make the basketball team. And when you can keep it 5A, that's more opportunities for kids. So, yes, it is a question to the community. Is it time for that 3rd high school so that we can make sure the size of the high school fits the expectations of our families?
Whenever I came to Georgia, my wife and I moved to Georgetown in 1998, 24,000 people. It's 100,000 now in this general vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
And keeping up with that growth, like you said a little bit earlier, you don't keep up with it. You just try to keep pace maybe with it. What do you anticipate the challenges will be moving forward?
Well, the challenges will be is just staying, like we've talked about here, staying ahead of the growth, but making sure we can personalize the learning experience for every kid. You don't want to get so big that a kid feels like a number, right? So really one of the priorities in the school district is to make sure that there's a personalized learning experience for every kid. Now, I'm not going to say that we're 100% of the way there yet. We kind of just started that journey. But being able to say that when you send your kid to Georgetown ISD, we see them for who they are. We're going to help them grow in terms of a learner profile, but we know the unique gift for that kid, and we're going to create an opportunity for you to graduate knowing you're fully prepared to take on the world.
as we welcome you here to Georgetown. Dr. Devin Pettiville, I keep messing it up.
It's all good. Just call me Devin.
Devin Pettiville joins us here live on the halftime show, and what a blessing. What an honor for us. We really appreciate you taking the time to come in and talk to us. We try to bring these to our fans and to the listeners out there. If you don't find Dr. Pettiville on the campus of a Georgetown school, what do we find Dr. Pettiville enjoying in life, you and your family? What makes you tick in your life to make sure you keep some sanity outside of work?
Oh, well, we actually really love being around Georgetown, Texas. I mean, of all the places in Central Texas to hang out, Georgetown's a pretty sweet place. My wife, Deanne, and I, we like, being in the outdoors. We're both runners. We like doing those kind of things. And
I bought a truck.
So you did?
I have to run.
You know what I mean?
I'm not a runner.
Yeah, I'll give you a call for a ride.
Okay.
I'll run after your truck.
I'm good at that.
Kids-wise, family-wise, what are the Pettivilles?
I got a daughter who is a freshman at Texas A&M, and then I got a son who's a sophomore.
Calm down, Dave.
He goes to school over in Round Rock, lives with his mom over there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Devin Pettiville, the superintendent of Georgetown ISD. Kelly?
First time at the Crosstown Classic.
Oh, yeah.
The rivalry game. What are your impressions?
Well, it's hard. I had to wear neutral colors today.
Right?
And then, although Georgetown's having a blackout at the so I kind of fit in with them. But it's been hard not to, I'll see a team score, and I'm like, am I supposed to cheer? Or, but I've really enjoyed it. I'm real proud of these kids. I got to visit with some of the Eastview football players this morning. I've gotten to interact with the Georgetown High School football players and just seeing how competitive they are on the field and how much they care about what it means to be a Patriot, what it means to be an Eagle. I mean, nothing can make you more proud.
Dr. Devin Pettiville, your Georgetown Independent School District Superintendent, joins us live. Dr. Pettiville, thank you so much for being in the
Thanks for the opportunity.
We love visiting with you. We're going to talk to you, and we're going to ask, and we'll put you on the spot now. Mm-hmm. Every year that we have this Crosstown Classic here at Birkelbach, one year we'll be down here, one at the visitor booth because the teams switch. We're going to reach out to you and bring you in each and every year if possible, just to talk about the state of Georgetown ISD, because we all care about it. We care about these kids and these student athletes and these families. And so we'll reach out to you each and every year, but you're always welcome. If you're stopping by, jump in the booth with us. We'll love to have you on and chat with you.
I'll take you up on
point.
that.
So we'll take a quick time out. There's about 16 minutes left at the halftime show. Dr. Devin Pettiville joined us here live. We thank you for your time, sir. And we'll take a time out when we come back. The Sparklers, the Georgettes combine for a performance here at the halftime show at Birkelbach Field. We'll be right back on the SHN Network.
The Smoothie King Red Zone is sponsored by Smoothie King of Georgetown. It's our commitment to blend a more nutritious smoothie from bottom of the cup up. It's your choice, same flavor, zero compromises. Smoothie King at Wolf Ranch, blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Smoothie King is located at Wolf Ranch Town Center, 1003 West University, Suite 110 in Georgetown, Texas.
Your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced. ProGlass can get the job done in no time. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Our local family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own your car. Ask about our senior discounts. ProGlass of Georgetown, located at 2303 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998. The halftime show of tonight's game is sponsored by Fine Line General Contractor. Fine Line General Contractor, committed to building excellence and relationships. At Fine Line GC, we're dedicated to meeting and exceeding our clients' expectations in Central Texas. Fine Line offers a wide range of construction services, including budgeting, design assistance, scheduling, project management, and more. Visit our website at finelinegc.com or call us at 512-590-8390.
Extra points and field goals this season are brought to you by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and the do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, doors and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com.
Holden's first half stats in the third quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the First Responder Broadcasting team has ever eaten. Thank you, Graham & Sons, for your support of our broadcast of Georgetown football. Eagle fight never dies.
Eagle Band is led on the field by drum majors Nathan Akers, Zoe Christie, and Ian McAllister. Your 2023-2024 color guard captain is Abby Soria. Lieutenant is Brandon Rice, and Sergeant is Mackenzie Sloves. Squad leaders are Meredith Levy and Hannah Kahn. Brass caption head is Jay McIntyre. Woodwind caption head is Sarah Fowler. Percussion caption head is Adeline Jansen. The Georgetown High School Eagle Marching Band and Color Guard are now joined by a very special group of people. Please give a big GHS welcome to our future Eagle Band members from Benold and Forbes Middle Schools. Please enjoy as the combined bands from GHS, Benold, and Forbes perform Metal Shop, Land of 1,000 Dances, and the GHS Fight Song.
We welcome you back to the GISD Athletic Complex here at halftime. Your score, Eastview 13, Georgetown 7. Holden, you got her first half stats for us.
Absolutely. So, yet again, another slow start from this Georgetown offense. Last 2 weeks, they put up big points. This week, only 7 in the first half. Only 132 yards in the first half. They were outgained 189 by Eastview to 132. Only averaging 4.7 yards a play and 1.4 yards a carry, including the negative plays. They had a little sweep to Warren that went for negative yardage. The fumbled snap, negative yardage. It's not been looking great running the ball, but passing the ball, Noah Boris is 10 of 16, 115 and a touchdown. So he's averaging 11.5 yards a pass. They found some success in that. They've just got to make sure that's consistent.
The Eastview defense has done a tremendous job of shutting down this offense that's usually putting a lot of points on the board. What do you think the factors are with that?
Absolutely, and that's because a lot of the schemes that Georgetown is running has kind of been what they've put on tape. So Eastview kind of came in with the defense ready for what Georgetown ended up bringing at them, and so most of it was we've planned for this. This is what we've seen in practice, what we watched in film, and we're gonna make you beat us. We know what you're gonna run, and until you change what you're gonna run, we're gonna play well against what you're running. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. Andrew Peters 9 carries for 35 yards, not the night we expected from him. Espinoza is actually a leading receiver, 5 carries, 77. He's having his best game of the season so far. But just like what I talked about earlier, so many different receivers step up at so many different games. This week it's Espinoza. Last week, a couple weeks ago, it was Hollybeck.
And like you talked about in the pregame, these youngsters have grown up playing against each other, so they're used to these plays that Georgetown runs. And Georgetown is becoming used to the Eastview plays because we've met 7 times in the past.
Well, the teams are coming back on the field. We got to take a quick break, and we will be back with the second half right after this.
If your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced, Pro Glass can get the job done in no time. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Our local family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own your car. Ask about our senior discounts. Pro Glass of Georgetown, located at 2303 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998.
Back here live at Birkelbach Field, JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth, brought to you by JMT's. Special guest at halftime, Dr. Devin Padaville. So appreciative to have Dr. Padaville come by and visit with him. And that invitation, it sounds like he's going to drop by and see us any time he would like. It'd be great to have him. We love having that relationship with the leadership of GISD and the high school. We're still looking for that opportunity to catch Principal Johnson in here. He's so busy and all the way around at different sports and different events. It's hard to catch him standing still very much. And so we're going to get him in here before the end of the year. We go to the third quarter. The Patriots will kick it away to the Georgetown Eagles, and it kicked off to the near side. It's going to be fielded by Gavin Calloway at the 8-yard line, up past the 20, cuts back to the left side, 25, and he's hit and stopped there. And they'll mark him down right at the 25. So Georgetown will take over 1st and 10. Luke Hawley is down on the near side. Kind of comes up limping a little bit there. Luke Hawley, one of the defensive backs for this Eagle team. They're going to help him off the field, so hopefully Luke's all right. But the Eagle offense will come out, and Kelly, what changes did the Eagles make? That's what we've got to watch here. What does this offense do to change it up? And now they go to a quick 3 receivers right look. No receivers left. Petter in the backfield with Noah Boris. 11:54 left, third quarter. 13-7. Eastfield leads it over Georgetown. Boris gets the handoff. Or the snap. He fakes the handoff and keeps it near side, and that's a 5-yard gain. How about a late hit out of bounds? And there they came, the flag. They kept continuing on, and he continues to talk, not knowing the flag had been thrown on him. That's on number 9. That's Grover Moore the third. His excitement bubbled over a little too much. It's a 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty, and that'll give Georgetown a borrow for Morrow first down.
That's a big penalty right there to start this second half. Last thing Eastview wants to do is give Georgetown any kind of momentum.
They had been playing decently well, keeping the emotions in check, this being a rivalry game, but the first penalty that's kind of unnecessary.
Late hit out of bounds. Number 22.
We're going to call it on number 22, Caden Childs. It looked like number 9, more the third, but number 22 gets whistled for it, and Georgetown has it first and 10 at their own 45-yard line at the Borrow for Morrow first down. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Petter to the right side of Boris in the shotgun snap back, handed off to Petter. Left side, cuts up, 50, 45, a hard run there by Petter. A big 14-yard run on a first down gives the Eagles another Borrow from Morrow first down into Patriot territory.
Looked like Andrew had a little more determination there.
Snap back quickly. Petter keeps this one and pulls it up past the 35, taken down. Another late hit comes in there by Childs, number 22. He's not whistled for that one as Petter was down. Hopefully that's not him on the ground.
Boris.
That is. He took a shot in the back of the head.
His helmet is off.
So we'll see what happens here. It's going to have to be the backup quarterback coming in for the Eagles as Boris took a shot. And I tell you what, Kelly, that was on number 22, Childs. He came in late and hit Boris from behind in the middle of the back as he was already on the ground. No flag came in here, but a big first down run by Boris again. That makes it a Borrow for Morrow first down to the 32 of Eastview.
Tyler Glandorf in the game now.
So Glandorf, the sophomore quarterback, takes over for the Eagles. The 5'11", 185-pound quarterback steps in. He's got Petter to his left, 3 receivers right. Snap back to Glandorf. He'll hand it off to Petter around the right side, cuts it back up to the 30, drives forward. His knee goes down about the 28-yard line. That's where they'll mark him down.
Noah's coming right back out.
And now Boris, there he goes. He'll put his helmet back on and take the field. So Glandorf will come right back off. But the Eagles pick up 4 there on first down, make it 2nd and 6 from the 28 of Eastview.
Wally, and we see something a little different here now with the offense in the second half. There were several times where Noah made the handoff and then acted like he was keeping the ball in the first half, and he was wide open, and I think that's what the coaches saw.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Petter to the right. No, that's Hollenbeck in the backfield. Petter is going to be one of the receivers out to the right.
5 seconds.
Far side hash mark. Shotgun snap back, quick dump pass out to Petter in the right flat. He makes the catch, drives forward, and he's knocked out of bounds on the Eastview's sideline. See where they mark him out. It's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. Nope, it is going to be a Borrow for Morrow first down. Nice effort there by Petter as he got down that sideline. Took a shot out of bounds, but the Eagles have it 1st and 10 at the 22.
He seems to be running with a little more steam under him here in the second half, and that's a good thing.
1 receiver right, 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. Weisheimer, the tight end, on the left side of the line. Boris is flanked on either side by running backs. Now Hollenbeck empties out. Petter fake handoff. Boris keeps it. He's going to have to throw as he gets out of the pocket, and he does. Throws it away, incomplete. Nice decision there to prevent the sack. And that brings up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. 10-13 left third quarter.
Smart that he didn't try to force anything out there on the edge. Lived to fight another day after that play.
2 receivers left. No receivers right. Far side hash mark. Boris has Petter to his right side. Snap back. Hand it off to Petter. Left side. He's bringing it this way. Following his blockers. Gets outside the 20. Stiff arm, and he's drugged down about the 17-yard line. Inbounds. And that'll be a gain of about 5 yards. Bring up 3rd and 5 for the Eagles now.
Big Jacob Mylock had come in to provide some blocking on that left side. Just wasn't able to open up some holes for him.
Petter did a good job of following the blocking there. Ends up getting a 5-yard gain. They take it to 3rd and 5 down to the 18 of Eastview. Couple of substitutions in here as you see Weisheimer and Devin Sedgwick go wide right along with Petter. Empty backfield for Boris. 2 receivers left. Hollenbeck and Espinoza left. Near side hash mark, 9:35 on the clock. Boris looking left, throws it to Espinoza. Curl at the 10-yard line, taken out of bounds, but not before he brings up another Borrow for Morrow first down inside the Smoothie King red zone. This offense now starting to click here to open up the third quarter.
Yeah, Noah's throws are accurate because the coverage is good out there on the receivers, but he's throwing the ball where only the receiver can get to it and then is able to do something with it after the gain.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line of Eastview. 2 receivers split right. Weisheimer, the tight end, to the right side. Petter directly behind Boris in the backfield. Near side hash mark, now a man in motion. Turn around, hand it to Petter, but it's going to be a pre-snap penalty on the Eagles. Looks like it's going to be a false start.
Offense, number 55.
They're going to call it on number 55 for the Eagles. That's going to be Christopher Jernigan on the offensive line, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 13-yard line now for the Eagles. Xavier Warren will split far side right. Left side will be Espinoza. Now, though, pushing back to the right side. So you got 2 receivers right, none left. Mylock, the tight end on the left side of the line. Petter in the backfield. Mylock moves to the right side. Pitch it to Petter. He gets past the man. Breaks a tackle outside the 12. 10, 5. Touchdown, Georgetown. And just like that, Georgetown wastes no time. They take the opening drive of the third quarter and punch it in. We're tied up 13 apiece.
What a beautiful run by Andrew. I think he was supposed to bounce that out a little bit farther, but he got wrapped up for just a second, was able to break that tackle and then cut it back in. That receiver on the outside ran a corner route to the end zone, and it took that safety in the corner over there with him. Wide open lane for Andrew.
G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt is on the way, and it is good. So with 9:24 left here in the third quarter, the Georgetown Eagles take the lead 14-13, the first lead of the ball game. Now does the going for two hurt the Eastview Patriots? Right now it does. The Eagles take the lead. Quick timeout when we come back. Third quarter action continues of Georgetown Eagle football live here on the SHN Network.
Holden's first half stats in the third quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the First Responder Broadcasting team has ever eaten. Thank you, Graham & Sons, for your support of our broadcast of Georgetown football. Eagle fight never dies.
Back live here at Birkelbach Field. We're in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth. Dave, you got some score updates for us?
Yes, College Station leads Leander Glen Grizzlies 37-10 with 10-11 left in the third quarter, and at the halftime, College Station A&M Consolidated is leading Leander 49-0. And Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks leads Cedar Park at halftime 18-16.
The Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Club drive summary. Holden, take it away.
The Georgetown last drive, 9 plays, 75 yards, ate up 2 minutes, 36 seconds, capped off by the 13-yard touchdown run by Andrew Petter.
Syntec shirt and embroidery kickoff. Guzman kicks it away, fielded it back the 10-yard line, and returned all the way up to the 30-yard line for the Patriots. Nice return there by Zamora. A man down for the Eagles on the field.
Luke Hawley was the first guy to make contact with him. It's good to see him back, but we hope that this young man's okay on the field.
Quickly out on the field, one of the best trainers in the state, Chad Hennessy. He'll be out there to check on the Eagle player. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, Georgetown Eagle football continues.
The second quarter is brought to you by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, door and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Hometown service like none other. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com. Mesquite Creek Outfitters is located at 704 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown, Texas. Come enjoy a refreshing drink, a light menu, chat with friends, and maybe even shop a little bit. Mesquite Creek Outfitters is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show every Wednesday. Show us live at 6 p.m. at MCO.
Back live here at Birkelbach Field. That was Mason Goggins coming off the field under his own power there, limping up. Handoff to the near side for the Patriots. It's a no gain. They marked him down at the 31 on the kickoff return. And that was Kareem Edwards on the carry. He got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. 9:03 left in the third quarter. Clock continues to run. Patriots have it. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Edwards to the left of Blair. Near side hash mark. Snap back. Blair. Quick pass out. The Eagles should have picked it off. Man, another opportunity. But an incomplete pass. Good coverage by Leo Diaz on Luke Martin. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Patriots.
Well, and you see right there the defense is being a little more aggressive, and they are going to have to get some pressure on this quarterback, shut down his throwing lanes, and shut this offense down.
3rd and 10 for the Patriots. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Leo Diaz on T.J. Duncan near side. Blair slings it out in the left flat. Catch made. And a nice tackle there for the Eagles. Who was that? That was number 31, the sophomore Cole Mitchell. He made a one-handed tackle to stop the receiver for a gain of 5. That brings up 4th and 5 for the Patriots. Big tackle there by Cole Mitchell.
Interesting here that they're keeping the offense on the field, but I'm anticipating this is going to be a pooch kick because you do not want to give Georgetown the ball back in Eastview's end of the field here.
4th and 5 from the 35-yard line. Blair in the shotgun. He'll take it back, and it looks like he's going to pass. He looks to throw it up. Pressure applied. He's scrambling for his life. Throws it, and the pass complete into the hands of number 25, Champlin. It's just enough for a first down for Eastview. He got sat down in the middle of that zone, and late coverage coming in from the defensive backfield allows Eastview to pick up the 4th down and get a 1st and 10 at the 42.
That was a great play, and a great play by the quarterback getting out of that pocket with the pressure and finding an open receiver.
2 receivers left, 2 right at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Snap back to Blair. Looking right. Pressured. There's a hold. No call. And Blair, there comes the call. Another opportunity at a pickoff. O.C. Presley just tipped it. It's incomplete, but a big penalty flag.
Georgetown's pretty lucky because Joseph Champlin had a little double move, and he got free, and the open was wide open.
Well, the official will make the call here.
Holding. Offense. Spot on the bounce. First down.
So it's a hold on the Eastview Patriots. Instead of 1st and 10 or 2nd and 10, it's going to be 1st and a long 20 for the Patriots.
And that's actually going to be a loss of about 13 because that hold happened. He said spot foul. That hold happened about the 37-yard line, but I'll take that 10.
See where they take it back. They're going to spot him at the 32. They're going to give him 10 yards, make it 1st and 20. But a great flag there. Good defense on the Eagles. But you're right, Dave. On the near side, Champlin it makes that double move and is open. Luckily, Blair had to fight for his life and scrambled away from that, tried to force it to T.J. Duncan. 1st and 20 for the Patriots from their own 32-yard line. 7:47 left, 3rd quarter. Georgetown leads it 14-13. Blair has 3 receivers left, 1 right. He gets a snap back. He's looking to pass, drops it out in the flat. Quick catch made there by T.J. Duncan. Breaks a tackle, but then gets popped about the 35-yard line. Big hit. Mason Goggins back in there. Correction, that was O.C. Presley. Good tackle. But here comes, number 25. That's Alex Wilson. He drops down. He's holding his hand. He's going to take a seat. He does not look to be good there. He's hurting there, and he stops in the middle of the field, and we'll take the timeout with him. 7:29 left, 3rd quarter. Georgetown leads it 14-13 over Eastview. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Holden's first half stats in the 3rd quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the First Responder Broadcasting team has ever eaten. Thank you, Graham & Sons, for your support of our broadcast of Georgetown football. Eagle fight never dies.
Back here in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMT. 7:20, and the clock continues to run here in the 3rd quarter. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Blair in the backfield with Kareem Edwards to his right. Snap back on the far side hash mark. Blair's going to roll to the right. Now he's going to look back left. It's picked off! Interception, Seth Warren! Bobby Boucher strikes again!
Nice job. He read it wide open, and finally a defender hangs on to the football.
Seth Warren makes up for the dropped interception earlier, gets it here, and Georgetown's in business. 7:07 left, 3rd quarter. They have it 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line of Eastview.
That's the danger whenever you make those throws where the quarterback's not looking at where he's throwing. It was like a 180 spin to throw, and he had no idea. Seth Warren read it all the way, pretty much landed in his lap. A huge play for Georgetown. Now they've got to capitalize with the touchdown.
Georgetown will come back out with a 1-point lead, an opportunity to expand it here early in the 3rd quarter. 7:07 left, 3rd quarter. Eagles have 3 receivers left, none right. Petter to the left of Boris on the shotgun. Weisheimer, the tight end, moves to the right into the line. Snap back to Boris. He'll hand it off to Petter right side. Cuts back up at the 20-yard line. And then he'll push forward to about the 19 inside the Smoothie King red zone. 2nd and 7 for Georgetown.
Wally, this is where you start, as on the Eastview side of the field, this is where you start getting concerned a little bit about depth. Eastview doesn't have a lot of depth on that defense, and if Georgetown can start wearing them down and get them tired, then they can start moving the ball.
Back to the line. Eagles go. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap back. Fake the handoff. Quick dump pass out to Hollybeck. Gets a block from Espinoza, but a penalty comes in. Hollybeck's going to fight through the end zone. They'll call it a touchdown, but they're going to call Espinoza on the hold here on the outside. So that'll be waved off. I'm not sure that was a good call. Kelly might go back and be able to look at that on the replay. But that'll be a big call back there as Hollybeck fought for that touchdown. Looks like it's going to come back there for the Eagles.
We're seeing the strategy, though. It's getting their playmakers the ball in space. They did it earlier with Petty on the swing route. This time we see Hollybeck. I like the strategy from them.
I've seen a lot worse holds tonight.
They don't call a hold. They called a pass interference on Espinoza. That's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so that'll make it a long second down for the Eagles.
So they must have determined he got there too early before the ball was caught.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, he did get there a little bit early, and the receiver was in front of the line of scrimmage, so they can't block.
Second down at the 29 or 34-yard line of Eastview. Fake the handoff. Petter looking for a route, a double move, wide open, but overthrown, incomplete over the right shoulder of Espinoza. So a battle going on between two of the linemen, a defensive lineman and Errett.
Brent Hargrove.
Brent Hargrove.
Got a little, I guess you call it a pancake.
He delivered a full stack of pancakes there on number 64, Ty Temples.
Get the butter and syrup.
If I'm Kelly, I'm also watching the big number 76, Jordan Errett, our center. He's been kind of hobbling a little bit. Not to call him out, but just something we're watching.
Right. 3rd and 19 for the Eagles from the 34-yard line of Eastview. 3 receivers right, none left. Petter in the backfield to the right of Boris. Shotgun snap back. Boris looks long. He's going to dump it off to Xavier Warren. He's got blockers at the 30. Cuts back at the 30. Face mask comes in there. It should be on Eastview if it's right. Should be a face mask, and that's going to be a big call if it is on the Patriots. That'll be an automatic first down. We'll see where that call goes.
Yeah, if that goes against the Patriots, that's huge because they had a 4th down and long. We'll see what the call is.
They might get him for holding, actually, on the edge.
Yeah.
One of the receivers was not in position to make a play, and he's kind of grabbed on to spring Warren free. That's it. Yeah, I was going to say they should decline it.
So now the official finally calls it. It's a decline the penalty. They're going to take the result of the play, but that's going to make it 4th down for the Eagles. It'll be all the way up to the 28-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 16 for the Eagles. They've got to get down to the 12-yard line for a first down. 3 receivers left. Petter to the right of Boris in the shotgun snap. Far side hash mark. Snap back to Boris. He drops back. Here comes pressure. He steps up into the pressure. He's going to throw it up, and it's picked off inside the 10. That'll result like about a punt for the Eagles. Nice play there by number 33, Luis Castillo. He picks off the pass from Boris, and that'll give the Patriots 1st and 10 at their own 8 or 9 yard line.
They're excited. He would have been better served just knocking that ball down, but that's the turnover there on the Eagles that they did not need.
And it's one of those you're talking about, Kelly. Go celebrate in front of your fans, but that was a costly mistake by catching that ball. Instead of being 1st and 10 at your own 30 or 28-yard line, now you're backed up 1st and 10 at your own 9.
And what does Coach Nicky draw up for this one? He flipped the field. If that helps if there's a positive on this drive.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Blair will get the shotgun snap back. Hands it off to, nope, he dumps it out in the right flat, but it's tipped. Nice play there by Cole Mitchell. Looked like he tipped that one, and it deflected it out of the path to Champlin. So that's an incompletion. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
Great job, Cole. Just a junior. Sophomore.
And you talked about that earlier, Kelly. Getting your hands up in those passing lanes. He went in and then launched himself in the air. It looked like he got a tip on that. It knocked it down, and Champlin unable to make the catch.
Well, and if you can't get to the quarterback and he's looking your way, get those hands up. Try to knock the pass down. It worked.
2nd and 10 from the 9. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Kareem Edwards in the backfield behind Blair. Middle of the field, shotgun snap back to Blair. Hands it off to Edwards. He danced forward, but he gets hit and gets taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Now that's 3rd and 10. This Nicky defense locking down here on the Patriots so far on this drive. 5:35 left, 3rd quarter. The clock continues to run.
Big 3rd down play here early in this 3rd quarter. The Graham and Sons Cattle 3rd quarter. Georgetown needs to stop here. That last drive, they killed themselves with penalties.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Edwards off to the right side of Blair in the shotgun. Far side hash mark, 3rd and 10 from the 9. Blair drops back, pressure applied. It's going to be, no, he gets away from the sack now up to the 15, up to the 20, and he's hit from behind. And a big run there for Ty Blair. It's enough for a first down up to the 25-yard line.
Could have been a late hit there.
You know who he was running from was big junior Luke Butch. He was all up in his face, and he was like, I'm out of here.
An opportunity for the Eagles to catch Blair back in the end zone or for a loss, and instead it's a 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Patriots. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Edwards in the backfield to the right of Blair in the shotgun. 4:55 as the clock continues to run. Handed off to Edwards. Dances left side. He'll get hit and taken down as he gets stacked up about the 28-29 yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6 for the Patriots.
Well, I was a little bit nervous there because whenever that play snapped, if the quarterback had dropped back, T.J. Duncan is out there all by himself. Nobody even looking at him in that formation.
I like to see them rotating that defensive line out and getting those fresh legs.
Eagles are going to have a chance to substitute here as the Patriots sub. They're not going to take advantage of it. Now some confusion in the backfield with Ty Blair. 10 seconds left on the down clock. 1 receiver left, 1 right. A tight end on both sides of the line for the Patriots. Blair has a running back in the backfield. Handed off. Edwards. Up, he keeps it. A little pitch to the back. He fakes it. Now keeps it near side. Tries to pitch it. Ball's out. Oh, there he is. Bobby Boucher recovers the fumble. Seth Warren. 2 turnovers in a row. Go, baby. Let's go. Georgetown, 2 turnovers in a row for Seth Warren. And what a job there. Ty Blair not protecting the ball, Kelly. He fakes that pitch out and it gets knocked out of his hands, and there is Seth Warren to recover the fumble.
He thought he was going to pitch it back, but whenever he looked back, Seth Warren was back there, and he had started the pitching motion a little too early and couldn't hang on to the football. That's a big turnover right there. So that turnover by Georgetown doesn't hurt them, and now we've got a short field to try to extend this lead.
1st and 10. Georgetown has it at the 30-yard line. 4:05 left, 3rd quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here comes a man in motion. It's Petter back in the backfield to the right of Boris. Snap back, handed off to Petter. Comes left, cuts it back up the middle, drives forward and gets the push. And what a run there. It's a gain of 5 yards all the way up to the 25. And that's where Petter goes to work. He gets in that pile and has the strength to continue moving and gets the push from the offensive line. 2nd and 5 for Georgetown.
Nice job there of pushing forward and getting a good gain on 1st down. This is an area where Coach Beatty likes to maybe take a shot here, so I wouldn't be surprised if they take a deep shot towards the end zone.
Espinoza and Warren split wide right. Better in the backfield with Boris. Tight end Mylock off the right side. Eagles have it 2nd and 5. Snap back. Pitch it to Petter. Right side. He dances forward. He gets hit but continues forward for about 2 yards. Up to the 23. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Eagles.
Big drive here right now. We need points on the board for the Eagles. And you know that other side of the ball, that Eastview defense, they are trying to pump each other up and stop this drive.
3:05 left, 3rd quarter. Clock continues to run. 3rd and 3 for the Eagles at the 23 of the Patriots. 2 receivers left. Weisheimer, the tight end, to the left side. Snap back. Handed off to Petter. He comes to the left side. It's getting strung out wide. Stiff arm. He's tackled from behind. The ball pops out and he's way out of bounds. Hopefully Petter's all right. Should have been it looked like, possibly a horse collar tackle by number 64 as he pulled from the back of the shoulder pads of Petter. But Petter's going to be stopped for 1 yard gain. It's going to bring up 4th and 2 for the Eagles.
Interesting call here. You've got enough of a leg in the kicker for Georgetown to make this field goal, but I think the coaches are wanting to extend this even farther.
So the Eagles offense stays on the field, looking for the call from the sideline. 2:18, the clock continues to run here in the 3rd quarter. 14-13, Georgetown by 1. Sedgwick, the lone receiver right. Espinoza, the lone receiver left. Hollybeck and Petter in the backfield. Now Hollybeck will empty out to the right side. Fake the handoff, looking left. Dump it over to Espinoza at the 20. He stretches the ball out, and he gets it up to about the 18. They're going to mock him down at the 19. That'll be a borrow for Morrow 1st down inside the Smoothie King red zone.
Good effort to get that ball past that 1st down marker because that was a huge extra effort play and a big 1st down.
Espinoza, a big target tonight, Holden, for Noah Boris.
Yeah, he's got 7 catches, 90 yards, and once again, we see the whip route utilized on a short conversion that they really got to have. The whip route seems to be the go-to.
1:45 on the clock. Boris has Petter to his left, near side hash mark. 2 receivers to the right for the Eagles. Now Petter directly behind Boris in the pistol formation. Shotgun snap back to Boris. Turn around, headed to Petter. He's going to stretch it out to the outside. He's hit, breaks the tackle, back up past the 20, dives forward all the way up to about the 16-yard line. turns nothing into a gain of 3, brings up 2nd and 7 for Georgetown.
First half, the Patriot defense was able to really hold Andrew in check, and now he seems like he's being able to break some tackles and get some extra yardage that he wasn't able to get in the first half, and that's going to be big if Georgetown wants to run the regular offense that they typically run.
Yeah, Petters has now over doubled what he's got all in the first half. He's up to 83 yards on 18 carries, only had 35 in all the first half.
1 minute left here in the third quarter. Eagles have it 2nd and 7. Weisheimer to the motion to the right side. Fake the handoff to Petter. Dump pass to Sedgwick. Wide open. 15, 10, 5. And he gets hit and taken down. Ball comes out. Espinoza jumps on it. But they're going to call Sedgwick down just inside the 1, right outside the end zone. And that'll be a 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Nice play, and very fortunate that ball didn't come out. We had a guy there that recovered it anyhow. So
I thought Sedgwick was about to launch over the pile and take a dive into the end zone, but instead he's marked down at the 1-yard line, and the Eagles have it 1st and goal with 44 seconds left in the quarter.
Look at Valenta in there on the left side.
Valenta in on the line, is snapped back, handed off to Petter left side, and it's a trot into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgetown!
Yes, sir.
He follows Jake Mylock out of the fullback position over to the left side. Petter in for the 1-yard touchdown, and the Eagles extend the lead to 7, 20-13. 34 seconds left, third quarter.
And now that extra point looms even larger. That missed the missed 2-point conversion in the first half looms even larger now, because Georgetown has the opportunity to extend this to 8, which would be a touchdown and a 2-point conversion for Eastview.
G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Georgetown 21, Eastview 13. More Eagle football after this on the SHN Network.
The JCT broadcast booth is sponsored by JMT's in Round Rock. JMT's provides customized apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMT's to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMT's has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
Back here live, JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth brought to you by JMT's, the Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Club driving summary. Holden, take it away.
Georgetown's last touchdown drive, 7 plays, 30 yards, took 3 minutes, 21 seconds, capped off by the 1-yard Petter touchdown run. He's up to 2 touchdowns of the night, 84 yards on 19 carries.
Nice job, Holden.
Syntex shirt and embroidery kickoff brought to you by Aaron Guzman. Will come from the 40-yard line. The Eagles have the 8-point lead, 21-13. Guzman approaches, and he'll kick it off to the near side. Fielded at the 10. Zamora up to the 20, and he gets smashed at the 20-yard line. What a tackle there. It looked like Chance Kelly on that tackle. He comes out jumping and waving around. Is that Chance Kelly? It sure is. What a job there by Chance Kelly, the junior linebacker, on the big stick to knock Zamora down at the 20-yard line. Eastview has it 1st and 10 with 29 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Now we'll see if Eastview can get something going here in this, because they have not in this second half been able to generate any kind of yardage at all. Georgetown has done a good job of adjusting and keeping some pressure out there. One big play by the Eastview offense in the second half, but that's about it.
Blair has a running back to his left, 2 receivers left, 2 right, near side hash mark. Shotgun snap back to Blair. He drops back. He's looking right, looking left, tries to dump it and does to TJ Duncan on a screen up to the 25, and he's popped and knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Nice hit there by O.C. Presley on the far side. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 2 for the Patriots.
TJ Duncan is a fun athlete to watch play. He is so quick, runs such a good route, and does good things with the football after he catches it.
2nd and 2 for the Patriots. Handed off, hit at the line, and drug backwards. What a job there. I think he got into the midst of Michael Valenta. He grabbed him from behind and pulled him back. Michael Valenta, the big senior defensive tackle, makes the tackle there, and it's a stop for a loss. Back to the 27 now, 3rd and 3.
That's about the most emotion you'll see out of Michael. He just comes up with his arms just bowed like that straight, just walks towards our sideline,
And that brings us to the end of the third quarter, and a perfect time to mention John and Mary Ann Valenta, the grandparents of Michael Valenta. Love listening in to us and to the broadcast. And what an opportunity there as Michael Valenta makes a big stop for the Eagles. And it takes us to the end of quarter number 3. 21-13, Georgetown leads it by 8. We'll be back for fourth quarter action in a moment here on the SHN Network.
This season's starting lineups are brought to you by Aesthetic Dentistry of Georgetown. The mission and purpose of our aesthetic dentistry team is to help provide a quality life with healthy and beautiful smiles. We want to develop relationships with our patients and always provide an amazing experience for them. Let us help you determine if a highly trained cosmetic dentist is the best option for your smile. We're located at 3622 Williams Drive, Building 2 in Georgetown, Texas. Visit our webpage at www.aestheticdentistrygt.com or call 512-819-9100.
We are back here live in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth at Burkle-Bach Field, brought to you by JMT's. Kelly, update us on the band and their marching contest.
Wally Eagle Band will be at marching contest tomorrow at the field in Pflugerville. They march at 9:15 a.m. tomorrow. $8 to get in, and you can watch all the bands that you want to watch, but we encourage you to go out and support this Eagle Band.
3rd and 3, the Patriots have it at the 27 of Georgetown. Blair has 2 receivers right, 2 left. Running back to his left in the backfield. Blair gets a snap back. It looks like a quarterback keeper. It didn't turn out well. He got smashed right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by the defensive line for the Eagles. And Landry Leggett, the linebacker, steps up in and hits Blair, takes him down. Michael Valenta gives him a good head smack there. And it's a big 4th down. That's going to be the punt team coming out now. Good stop for the Eagles here to start the fourth quarter, Kelly.
Great stop. Michael and Landry were eating raw meat and nails at halftime, and it's starting to show here. You're seeing a little extra effort there by these guys with that raw meat fluid just dripping on the field.
I tell you what, though, 2 of your seniors you need to step up, and that's those 2 right there, Michael Valenta and Landry Leggett as well. Snap is back for the punter. The punt is away.
Just barely.
And it's going to land just on the Eagles side of midfield and stop in between the 45 and 50. And the Eagles will have great field position when they get their first possession of the fourth quarter at 11:08 remaining. It'll be 1st and 10 for Georgetown at the 47-yard line.
Boy, this has been a fast game. We've only been going 2 hours and 9 minutes so far in this game. Actually, a little bit less than that because kick was a little after 7. 11:08 left here in the Eaton Corporation fourth quarter. Sorry, had to check the notes. And we got us a ball game, folks.
21-13, Georgetown leads it by 8 as we have 11:08 left fourth quarter. Georgetown 1st and 10 at the 47. 2 receivers left, tight end to the right side of the formation, and Weisheimer. Morris in the backfield has Petter to his left. Looks over to the sideline. Now he'll take the snap. He's going to move Petter back behind him in the pistol. Far side hash mark. Shotgun snap back to Boris. He'll hand it off to Petter. Right side follows his blockers. Now cuts back. What a job there. Up to the 50, down to the 48 of Eastview. A nice run there, and a great job by Petter to curl back and get behind those big offensive linemen for a 5-yard gain.
Number 22, Caden Childs, whenever he wrapped Petter up, was trying to strip the ball away, but we see how strong Andrew is. He just puts both his arms around it and leans forward, gains an extra couple of yards.
2nd and 5 from the 48 of Eastview. 2 receivers left. Handed off to Petter. Left side, cuts it right back up the middle. Up past the 45, drives forward all the way up to about the 42-yard line before they pile it back up and push him backwards. But not before he gets a borrow from Morrow first down at the 42 of Eastview.
Big first down there, and I would anticipate you're going to see a lot of Andrew Petter. No, that wasn't him that got up a little slow. That was the center that got up a little bit slow on that. But
Jordan Arrett's been limping a little bit, so you hope he's all right. Not anything big. He stayed in the game the entire time. Battling there on the offensive line. 10-15 left fourth quarter. 2 receivers right. Weisheimer, the tight end, to the left side. Turn around from Boris. Fake the handoff. Dump it out to Espinoza in the back. Makes a man miss on the right side. Up past the 35. They're stripping at the ball. Can't get it down. It's Espinoza against 10 Patriots, and he still drives forward, and it's going to be a short 2nd and 1 for the Eagles.
Good job on this drive of just matriculating the ball down the field and doing good things, running this clock and keeping them out.
2 receivers left now. 2nd and 1 from the 33-yard line for the Eagles. Morris calls out the signal to the line. Petter in the backfield directly behind Boris. 9:40 and the clock continues to run here in the fourth quarter. Petter moves to the right side of Boris. Shotgun snap back. Hand it to Petter, left side. Gets outside, gets hit, breaks the tackle, cuts it back up the middle, breaks free, comes back near side, up past the 30 to the 25. Nice tackle there to save a touchdown by number 9, Grover Moore III. And a late flag comes in on from the near side line judge. And I think that's going to be on Grover Moore III again, or this time. Last time it was on Childs, and quickly he gets subbed out by Coach Wall. So we'll see what this penalty is. If it's a penalty on the Patriots, which it looks to be a unsportsmanlike, that's going to put them down inside the Smoothie King red zone. We'll go down to the field.
Yeah, he's up.
Defense, number 9. Unsportsmanlike conduct. After the distance to the goal. First down.
So a big unsportsmanlike conduct on Grover Moore III for the Patriots. Gives the Eagles a borrow for Morrow first down inside the Smoothie King red zone. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. 2 receivers left. Petter in the backfield beside Boris on the right side. Mylock and Weisheimer to the right end of the line. 9:20 left. Snap back. Hand it to Petter. He cuts back to the right side. Gets up past the 10. Runs over a defender up to the 8-yard line. A nice run of 4 yards on first down. Brings up 2nd and 8. 2nd and 6.
Holubeck there.
Holubeck had that one. There comes Petter back in the game there. Okay. I tell you what, they look a lot alike and they run hard alike.
It's a little. He's just a little lighter weight, a little shiftier.
At least they both play offense.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. 2nd and 6. The Eagles have it at the 8-yard line of Eastview. A chance to get a first down inside the 2 or the touchdown. 8:45 on the clock. It continues to run. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Now a wildcat formation as Boris goes wide right for the Eagles. Petter in the backfield. Snap back to Petter. He's going to go left. Follows his blocker. A stiff arm in the backfield. Tries to break free, but he'll be bottled up there back to the 14-yard line. Nice play on the defense for the Patriots.
I know Coach Beatty doesn't care, but if they would fake that, it's wide open for a quick pass out to the right side.
Luis Castillo did a great job there to stop Boris and Petter and hold on. And now it brings up a 3rd and 12 for the Eagles back at the 14-yard line. 8:05 left on the clock, and it continues to run here in the fourth quarter. Georgetown, the 8-point lead, 21-13. 2 receivers right, Holubeck and Sedgwick. 2 receivers left, off the left end of the line. Snap back to Boris. He's looking left, looking right. He's going to throw it up to the end zone. Petter gets it up above. Touchdown, Georgetown! Andrew Petter shows off the receiving skills. He goes up over the defender and pulls it in for the touchdown. What a pass and what a catch.
Did you see those hops and the concentration to catch that ball over the defender and hang on to it as he goes back out, as he goes to the ground and hits his back?
That's just wonderful to see that senior leadership. This isn't his first rodeo.
And a great job of holding on. He didn't sell it too soon. The defender couldn't stop it. The G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt by Guzman is up, and it is good. 7:45 left here in the fourth quarter. Georgetown leads it 28-13. Eagle football continues on SHN here in just a moment.
Kickoffs this season are sponsored by Syntex Shirt and Embroidery. At Syntex Shirt and Embroidery, we offer a variety of unique custom clothing and gifts, as well as personalized embroidery for gifts, schools, fundraisers, businesses, and more. Stop in today to browse what we have to offer and to ask about our custom apparel options. Whether you need 1 shirt or 100, there are no minimum order amounts on any custom pieces. Ask about our military discounts as well. Stop by our shop at 1911 North Austin Avenue, Suite 103, and check out our in-stock spirit apparel, or check out our website at www.syntexshirt.com.
The official outfitter of your Georgetown Eagles broadcast team with First Responder Broadcast.
Back here live, Birkelbach Field, the Georgetown Eagle football booster scoring drive summary. Holden, take it away.
It's 7 plays, 53 yards, took 3 minutes and 17 seconds, capped off by the 14-yard touchdown pass to Andrew Petter, the wide receiver, not the running back that time.
Great reception, great toss by Boris to get it up over the defender, and a great job by Petter to go up and get it and bring it in all the way to the ground. The Eagles on a 28 unanswered point run here. They lead it by 15 over the Patriots. 7:46 left in the ball game. The Syntex Shirt and Embroidery kickoff brought to you by Aaron Guzman as he approaches. He'll boot it off a little bubbler down the middle, bounces at the 20, fielded at the 15, up to the 20, and hit about the 23, and taken down there, Jake Mylock. the tight end in on the tackle there on the kick coverage. A great job, and a flag whistled or back here near midfield.
They're going to get him for offsides on the run back.
Two flags on the field. So Valenta pointing back towards the end zone for the Patriots. So we'll see what the call is.
That's going to tack on 5.
Some extracurricular activity was going on at midfield as well. So I didn't see when the flags came down. So we'll see what they call here. Discussion with the referee and the Patriots sideline with Coach Wall.
They're wondering if DQ is still going to be open after the game. They can go get a blizzard. That's probably what they're talking about.
The pace this game's going, everything's going to still be open tonight. I tell you what, one of the faster paced football games we've seen.
Offside.
Make them kick it again.
The kicking. The penalty reassessed on the re-kicking. 5 yards off. 1 on time down now.
So all that to say, it was offsides on the kicking team, on the Eagles. The Patriots are going to take it and make the Eagles re-kick it from their own 35-yard line. 7:40 left in the half, so it let 6 seconds bleed off. So the Eagles will take that with a 15-point lead. Bleed as many seconds off the clock as you can to get this game over with. First Responder Broadcasting brings you Eagle Sports here live on the SHN Network. Wednesday night, live from Mesquite Creek Outfitters. We'll have the coaches show with Coach Chuck Griffin and a couple of players. And then Friday night, we'll be on the road over to College Station to take on the College Station Cougars. They're in action tonight against the Glen Grizzlies. And so they look to go 4-0 in district as the Eagles try to hold on here and move to 4-0 for a battle of the unbeatens next Friday night in College Station.
Hopefully.
The Syntex shirt and embroidery kickoff again, brought to you on the foot of Aaron Guzman. He gives the signal, and he'll approach and send it away towards the Patriots. He'll kick it down the far sideline, fielded back at the 15-yard line again. Up to the 20, tries to bring it near side. 25, breaks a tackle, slips another tackle. 35, 40, there's a hold, no call. And a good pursuit here by the Eagles into Eagle territory at the 40. And then all of a sudden, one of the Patriot run back by number 3 runs out of bounds.
There's a flag on the 26-yard line by the G logo.
So there is a flag on the play again.
That was a huge hold, and the kick coverage guy was throwing his hands up in the air while he was getting tackled.
So let's go to the field to get the call from the referee as the Patriots all walk back to their end of the field.
Illegal block on the back. During the range return. That penalty will be assessed from the spot of the foul. First down.
So, after some clarification needed there, it was on the Patriots during the return, and it'll be assessed from the spot of the foul at the 26-yard line, so that'll drive the Patriots back to the 20-yard line.
Those penalties just...
What do you think? They would have been at the 40 of Georgetown.
Right.
And it's only going to be called an 8 or 9 yard penalty. In all reality, Kelly, that's a 35-yard, 40-yard penalty that cost the Patriots. 7:29 left, fourth quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Blair fakes the handoff. He's looking across the middle. He's being pressured, has to throw it up, and he underthrows it due to the pressure. Good pressure there by Seth Warren on the quarterback, Blair.
How does Duncan get so wide open? He was open, just Blair wasn't able to hit him.
As a Georgetown fan, the best thing I can say about TJ Duncan is he's a senior. That young man is an athlete, and watching the highlights from their game against Glenn, he is dangerous. I tell you what a weapon they have there, and the Eagles lucky that he's only broken out for 1 big play tonight. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Blair keeps it late, hands it off to number 3. That's Keyston Rainey, and he's going to be bottled up back at the 15. He pushes forward to about the 18-yard line. They're going to let the push pile, the big old tug and go back and forth, and the official's standing there watching it.
Yeah.
It wasn't moving anywhere, and now the whistle comes in. It's a loss of 2. It brings up 3rd and 12.
Well, he did a good job of only losing 2 yards because that was almost an 8-yard loss back there, but he was able to get away and keep it only to a 1-yard loss instead of a 7 or 8-yard loss.
So 3rd and 12 for the Patriots. 6:50 left in the ball game. The clock continues to run. 2 receivers left, 1 right for the Patriots. Running back in the backfield with Blair, offset to his right side. The Patriots taking their time. They're down 15 with 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the ball game. Blair now settles in. Man in motion, splits out wide right. 3 receivers left. Blair will dump it out. A wide receiver screen up to the 20. He'll break out to the 25, but taken down there. Not enough for a first down. The clock continues to run. Nice tackle by number 5, Jaheim Dowd, and Garrett Lloyd there to help out. The Eagles bring him down short of the first down by 4 yards. It'll be 4th and 4 for the Patriots.
I think they're almost at the point now they have to go for this here because they need 2 possessions with 1 2-point conversion.
Well, I just really like what the D-line. I've been watching the D-line a lot. They brought in Luke Butch, so our weight scale just went up on our D-line. It's a lot of big dudes there now when you got Rivas and Valenta.
4th and 4 for the Patriots. Warren faking the blitz there, and finally a delay of game called on the Patriots. Coach Nicky was in the ear of the official on the near sideline, pointing at the zeros. But it's puzzling, Kelly. You look at this, that is 2 plays in a row. The Patriots have wasted 30 and 45 seconds when they're down by 15 and they're deep in their own end. You would think they're going to speed up the play to try to make something happen, and they're wasting time. That's surprising.
On this possession, I kind of expected they would run with some tempo, but you're absolutely right. On the previous play, that clock almost went down to nothing.
4th and 9.
Coach Nicky's asking for some help from the student section. He's getting it.
Snap back to Blair. He's going to roll to the right side. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to run up to the 20, the 25, the 22, and he got taken down there. Turnover on downs. Georgetown gets the ball back deep into Eastview territory.
That's the defense that we've been used to seeing especially since district play started, and they have dominated this second half and just shut this offense of Eastview down. Now now the Eagles get the ball and they're already threatening. And
there's no excuses, but they did have a 4-day weekend. You know, so they had some time off, which is good. But you know, they took a little bit to get moving, and now they're firing on all cylinders, which bodes well going into next week, Kelly.
Yep.
Who was the big names on that play to stop Blair? Landry Leggett, Seth Warren, and Luke Hawley.
Yes,
big
sir.
play there by the Eagle defense. 1st and 10, they have it at the 23 of Eastview. 5:19 remaining in the ball game. Snap back. Petter gets the handoff, comes to the right side. 25 cuts it back, and then he'll be pushed backwards. He gets right back to the line of scrimmage. A gain of 0 on the play, but a good job. It stays down in bounds, and the clock continues to run under the 5-minute mark here in the ball game.
It's the boys of fall. This is what they looked forward to all summer in those 2 days and sweating it out in that 100-degree temperature, and they get to reap the rewards now.
I tell you what, a dramatic change on this defense in the second half. You got to give Coach Nicky a lot of credit as they came out down by 6, now lead it by 15. They've scored 28 unanswered here in the ball game. The offense have started to click as well. Great changes made at half by this coaching staff, and now this Eagle team starting to figure things out again, getting into that rhythm as they look to end this one on the upside. Handed off to Petter, right side, cuts it up the middle, makes a little cut, and what a cut back towards the middle by Petter, and he gets about 5 yards on the carry. A great view there to cut back on that hole and pick up positive yards. 3rd and 5 for the Eagles.
And you know Coach Beatty is on that first down. I know he's kind of contemplating maybe trying to stick a dagger in this game, but now you're running the clock. Keep the ball out of Eastview's hands, and I think this is a good set of play calls here instead of maybe an interception or an incomplete pass and stopping the clock.
3rd and 6. Georgetown has it. 2 receivers right, 1 no receivers left. Weisheimer, the tight end, on the right side. Petter directly behind Boris. Snap back. Boris handed off to Petter. Right side. Drives forward inside the 20 down to about the 17. That'll be a gain of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Eagles. The clock at 3:38 and running here in the 4th quarter.
Coach Griffin out there trying to fire some people up.
Yeah.
You know they're going to go for it here because this first down almost puts the game away.
So I think that's why he was so fired up there. He wanted that. There was something he didn't see, and he wanted that first down right there.
4th and 4 for the Eagles. Inside the Smoothie King red zone at the 17 of Eastview. Coach Griffin is going to let this clock tick down and take his first time out of the second half. We'll take it with them. 3:14 remaining in the ball game. Georgetown leads at 28-13. First Responder Broadcasting brings you Georgetown Eagle football here on the SHN Network.
Our first down sponsor this season is Borrow from Morrow. Borrow from Morrow. Our team is dedicated to providing the best mortgage experience possible. We do that by offering easy-to-use mortgage tools, including our handy mobile app, competitive rates, and assistance from an experienced loan officer. Our loan officers understand the local markets, have access to a wide variety of loan programs, and are ready to guide you through the process. Your family, your future, our focus. For your mortgage needs, remember Matt Morrow, Borrow from Morrow. For more information, visit borrowfrommorrow.com. NMLS 464148.
Back here at Birkelbach Field, the G-Town Lumber Supply field goal attempt. Spotted at the 28-yard line, or 24-yard line. The 34-yard field goal is up, and it is good. Aaron Guzman knocks through the 34-yard field goal and extends the lead to 18. 31-13, Georgetown leads it over the Eastview Patriots. We'll take another timeout. Back with Eagle football in a moment.
Holden's first half stats in the third quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the First Responder Broadcasting team has ever eaten. Thank you, Graham & Sons, for your support of our broadcast of Georgetown football. Eagle fight never dies.
Here at Birkelbach Field inside the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth, brought to you by JMT's, the Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Clubs. Scoring, yeah, good.
It's easy
nice.
for you to say.
The Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Club scoring and drive summary. Holden, take it away.
He went 3 plays, 6 yards, 34-yard field goal attempt is good from Aaron Guzman. 3:10 left on the clock, and we've got a 3-possession lead.
31-13, Georgetown leads it over Eastview. 31 unanswered points for the Eagles, and now Guzman will kick it away on the Syntex shirt embroidery kickoff. The Patriot fans are filing out of the stands now on the far side. The kickoff near sideline, fielded at about the 7-yard line. TJ Duncan up to the 20. He tries to cut back, and he's hit and taken down before the 25. A battle across the middle of the field there again between and the Georgetown Eagle player gets up and he's like, hey man, he's doing it too. No flags thrown. So Eastview will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. 3:04 left in the ball game.
Wally, we were talking about it on the break, and that 18-point lead is huge whenever it starts coming down to playoff pairings, because last year College Station scored on the last minute. We still won handily, but not enough, and it cost us that number 1 seed. The tiebreaker rules allow for up to 17 points in a victory, so that 18 points could be important down the road. It's going to be important for Georgetown to get stopped here.
Patriots have 3 receivers, right, 1 left. Blair in the shotgun near side hash mark. He gets the snap back. He's rolling to his right, pressured. He's tripped up and going to go down at the 20. Give the sack there to number 40. Oh, is that 90, Luke Butch?
No.
99, Michael Valenta.
Big Mike.
I couldn't see the front of the jersey. It was crumpled up, but the big 99 on the back, clear as day. Michael Valenta, the big sack. It's a loss of 4 back to the 19-yard line. 2nd and 14 for the Patriots. The clock at 2:35, and it continues to roll. 3 receivers right for the Patriots. Blair takes his time, and now he'll back up into shotgun formation. Push a 4th receiver out right in Martin. Blair back. He dumps it off quickly, but a flag on the field. Looks like it may be a false start or illegal motion on the Patriots. We'll see here. Valenta pointing back on the Patriots like it's on them. So we'll see what the call is here by the referee.
Full start. Offense. Number 3. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
So it's a false start. They call it on number 3, Keyston Rainey. That'll back the Patriots up inside the 15-yard line to the 14. They've got to get all the way out to the 33-yard line, so it's 2nd and 19 now for the Patriots. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. It continues to run. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Shotgun snap back to Blair. He's looking left. He's going to throw it up, and he overthrows T.J. Duncan. It's incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 19.
He got smoked.
You know why he got overthrown is because Michael Valenta was in the process of putting him in the turf.
Michael Valenta, another penalty. Valenta stands and points backwards on Eastview again.
It's so fun. Sorry.
No, another penalty on the Patriots, and this defense causing havoc. The trenches now totally being controlled by Georgetown in the second half, Kelly.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about. They got to control that line of scrimmage. They didn't in the first half, and Eastview jumped out to a quick lead.
The referee will give us the call.
Illegal block. below the waist. Offense, number 3. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd and 19 now for the Patriots. An illegal block by Keaston Rainey is declined by the Eagles, so the Patriots have it 3rd and 19 from their own 14-yard line. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the ball game. Georgetown with an 18-point lead, 31-13.
It's got bad written all over it if you're Eastview right now. They're gonna turn them loose.
Blair gets a snap back, dumps it out to Luke Martin in the left flat, and he's pushed out of bounds. Good coverage there by Seth Warren. That's out about the 22, 23-yard line, so it'll be back to the original line of scrimmage to bring up 4th and 10 now for the Patriots with 2:05 left in the ball game.
Talking about Michael Valenta, when you meet him out in public and you're talking to him, he's kind of a soft-spoken kind of guy. And when you get done talking to him, you're like, I think he hates me. And out here on the field, he is just one of the leaders out there, and it's great to see.
2 receivers left, 2 right, and Coach Wall doesn't like what he sees, and that's an important timeout there at 4th and 10. So the Eagles will have to take a break here. The Patriots going to fight for life here with 2:05.
Seth Warren jumped out there and went, got you. Oh, made you call timeout.
Timeout on the field by Coach Wall, the second of the half for the Patriots. We'll take it with them. Eagle football continues in a moment on the SHN Network.
The JCT broadcast booth is sponsored by JMT's in Round Rock. JMT's provides customized apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMT's to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMT's has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
Back here live, Birkelbach Field, 2:05 remaining in the ball game. Patriots have it 4th and 10 on their own 23-yard line. Empty backfield as Zamora splits out wide right. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Blair all alone. Snap back to Blair. Pressure coming from the backside. Blair steps up. He'll run for it. He gets up to the 30, to the 32. Chopped down. He's going to be right at the line of gain. Looks like he's just going to get enough. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 1:56 left in the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 33.
It's a good run by him to keep this drive going.
Got to watch out for the big play. They need chunks now.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Blair, he'll roll to the right. Caleb Rieger in pursuit. The throw out to the right, tipped by the Eagles. Almost picked off by the defense. That was tipped by number 31, Cole Mitchell. Another good play by Mitchell tonight. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. 1:48 left in the ball game. 2nd and 10 at their own 33.
Boy, you can tell Michael Valenta's feeling it out there on that left side, because on the snap of that ball, he just lowers that shoulder, does a swim move, and try to get around that guy, and he is feeling it right now.
I mean, he normally is in the middle, but it's neat to see him on the edge.
Snap back to Blair. He's going to roll to the right. Little stunt move, and Valenta runs over a couple of players. Blair continues to run. Blindside block called there. An illegal blindside block on Keaston Rainey against Cole Mitchell. So that run by Blair, all for naught. That'll bring him back 15 yards on that unsportsmanlike penalty. Valenta quickly to point backwards for Eastview. Penalties in the second half killing the Patriots.
Absolutely. And Valenta he's out there with the spoiler alerts.
It's letting everybody know who it's on. But I think bringing in Luke Butch in the middle, that frees up Valenta to be on the edge, and for him to be an edge rusher, that changes things if you're a quarterback.
Personal foul. Offense, number 3. Illegal blindside block.
And it was a great call by the referee. He's the one that threw that flag from behind when Keaston Rainey turned and blindside block there against Cole Mitchell. So that'll back the Patriots up 2nd and 15 all the way back to their 23.
A good throw by the referee, too. He launched that thing about 25 yards.
He sailed that one on the line. It's got 2nd and 20 now. They only took it back 10 yards. They did it from the spot of the foul. Blair, quick dump pass out to Pullen. He's going to throw back, and it's picked off. The Eagles pick it off when they try to go trickery. And
Big
who
Mike,
picked it off? It's
Big
either
Mike Valenta. That was Michael Valenta.
Michael Valenta. He kept the Eastview football. He wants to dunk that one. He looks for the kid. Oh, knock it down. Michael Valenta with the big INT, and that's going to close this one out. 1:31 left in the ball game. But I tell you what a play there by Valenta. They tried for that trick play. They dump it out to pull, and the backup quarterback out wide. He tries to throw back across the backside to Blair to kind of go back and forth. And Valenta's there to haul it in for the Eagles.
We got to give Coach Nicky some advice and say, hey, be careful going up and body jumping him coming because he almost knocked him down.
And Valenta, the referees tried to get back the ball from the other team. Valenta ran straight to the can with the Eastview ball to dunk that one. And now the Georgetown offense has it. 1st and goal inside the Smoothie King red zone at the 9-yard line. One receiver right, one left. Petter in the backfield with Boris. Handed off to Petter. He comes to the right side, cuts it back up inside the 8 to the 7-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 2nd and goal from the 7.
I love to see this. Coach Nicky pulled his entire defense up to the 42-yard line, took his hat off, and said, he's got to be saying, gentlemen, y'all won this game.
This defense has done wonders in this second half.
He's letting them know that baby formula made with diesel fuel will be waiting on him after this game.
2nd and goal from the 7. What's the turnover battle at tonight, Holden?
They've got the 2 fumbles, one of them lost, and then 2 interceptions. So I don't know if that's an interception or a fumble. I'm going to have to look up to that.
I think it's an
pass.
He jumped up. Oh, yeah. That's right.
So
V for victory.
They go to the victory formation. Noah Boris will kneel down back about the 13-yard line. 40 seconds remaining, and the clock will start. The Eagles will have to snap it one more time, and this game will be a wrap. Georgetown will improve to 5-2 on the year, but more importantly, they'll improve to 4-0 in district play. The Eastview Patriots, they will drop to 2-5 on the year and 1-3 in district play.
Real quick, some scores around the area. Final, College Station beats Leander 49-19. And A&M Consol over Leander 65-0. And, big one over in Pflugerville-Hendrickson. Cedar Park and Pflugerville-Hendrickson are tied with 7 minutes to go, 39 all.
The ball game is over, and Georgetown is victorious. 31-13, the Eagles beat the Patriots to stay undefeated in 5A D1. Region 3, District 11. The College Station Cougars moved to 6-1 on the year and 4-0. So next week's battle in College Station is between the 2 unbeatens here in District 11. 7 o'clock start there in College Station. Join in Wednesday night at Mesquite Creek Outfitters for the Coaches Show. We'll get the information on the tailgate over in College Station like we had for the consolidated game. Go out there, get there early, share a meal, get this packed with blue as the Eagles go on the road for a huge victory or game against the College Station Cougars. But boys, you just can't say enough about this team. The changes at halftime, it goes from 13-7 to 31-13. The defense made some huge plays. An interception by Seth Warren, a fumble recovery by Seth Warren, an interception by Michael Valenta. And so just play after play by this defense in the second half after missed opportunities in the first half.
Yep, a lot of missed opportunities in the first half, but they made up for it in the second half brilliantly.
In years past, we've seen Georgetown make adjustments in the locker room at halftime. They're now making adjustments on the fly. Coach Nicky doesn't play. He is making those adjustments quickly, and that's how we went on that big unanswered run of points.
We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll give some final numbers. We'll wrap it up and call it a night. The Georgetown Eagles victorious over the Eastview Patriots 31-13. More Eagle football continues in a moment here on the SHN Network.
If your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced, Pro Glass can get the job done in no time. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Our local family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own your car. Ask about our senior discounts. Pro Glass of Georgetown, located at 2303 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998.
Beautiful night here in Georgetown, Texas is always capped off better with the Georgetown Eagle victory. The Eagles improved to 5-2 on the year, 4-0 in district play. Kelly, defense defense. This offense did what it had to do in the second half, and it put points on the board. It did a great job. A big game by Ivan Espinoza. A great job again by Andrew Petter. A great job of controlling an offense by Noah Boris. You're used to these names over and over again. This defense continues to make big plays, to step up and play great football. They start slow. They respond. They have so bought into this. We can say this week in and week out. We can talk about this. We can beat the dead horse. This team has bought into Coach Nicky and his scheme. They have renewed energy week in and week out with this guy, and it is amazing to watch as they in our ear. It can't be heard on the broadcast, but the microphone being drug in our ear. The Eagle defense continues to just be dominant.
And, it goes back – it goes back to that Consol game, how they performed at that A&M Consol game under a lot of pressure on the road. I could not be more excited for our defense coming up. You know why? Because we have seen the College Station coaches at every one of our games. This game is going to be massive in the state of Texas because, Kelly, you were there years ago at Waco Stadium. We want payback. We missed out on a state championship, and they went to state, and we're coming for them.
Yeah, and I do want to say, first of all, tip of the cap to this Eastview team. They came out ready to play football tonight, and in that first half, most of that first half, they put it on these Eagles. And so those guys played their guts out tonight, and you just got to tip your hat to them. But you're absolutely right. This offense, this defense kept the Eagles in the game in that first half where they could take the lead right before halftime. And then in this second half just absolutely shut down this Eastview offense.
Two questions we starred in the first half. One was the drop pick six by Leo Diaz at the 2:09 mark. At the 7:28 mark, Diaz would have had a pick six. Would that come back to haunt the Eagles? The answer, no. The missed 2-point opportunity by the Patriots to go for it and try to get up 15 instead of taking the extra point and being up 14, did it come back to haunt the Eagles or the Patriots? No. The Eagles defense answered those calls. But thanks to, obviously, like Coach Griffin says, week in and week out, we got to win, but we got things to work on. And they do have things that they can work on and get better at. And what a better opportunity. It looks like we came out pretty clean health-wise on this one. Luke Holly was hobbled off. He was back in the game making plays. Alex Wilson came off. He was back in the ball game making plays. You wonder about Jordan Arrett, the starting center. He was hobbled most of the game, but he still played. The big man continued to fight. The good thing is you have a crew like Vanessa Rideau and Chad Hennessy that'll be back in the locker room again tomorrow and get treatment started for those players and get this team back ready to go next week for this coaching staff to be prepared to get ready for the Cougars.
So the coach's challenge this week was don't worry about the rivalry. Challenge yourself to get better. What did you see, Wally? Is this team getting better each week?
I think this defensive line, I think a lot of questions were answered tonight in the rotation.
Yes.
Luke Butch came in and dominated.
Yep.
Caleb Rieger continues to get stronger as he gets healthier each and every week. You have those weapons that you can constantly talk about in Turbeville, in Andrew Urban, and Michael Valenta, and Jake Decker. You have your four starters, but then you go, but then we have Caleb Rieger, but then we have Luke Butch, but then we have Seth Warren, but then we have a Cole Mitchell. This team continues to improve on the defensive end because they may get slapped in the face on a drive that puts them on their heels, and they respond valiantly. And tonight it was just a battle of give us that time.
Right.
We're going to right this ship, and boy, howdy, did they ever. Holden, before we go past there, Holden, offensive stats-wise, we talk about this defense. We need to shadow this offense some. We need to shine some light on them. They had a great second half. They kept the game. They didn't make any turnovers to cost us in the first half, and they continued to battle. But the second half was dominated by this Eagle offense as well. Talk to us about the Georgetown offense, Holden, and what they put up on this ballgame.
Yeah, so they ended the game on a 31-0 run. Eastview took the early 13-0 lead, 31 straight for Georgetown. Final stats, Boris was 17 of 26 for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. Andrew Petter on the ground, 27 carries, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also caught a touchdown in addition to 4 catches, 21 yards. And our biggest receiver today was Espinoza, 8 catches, 99 yards. I believe Weisheimer also had another touchdown for 3 yards. So it was a little spread out today. Espinoza took their wide receiver 1 role, but they emphasized spreading the ball out to different playmakers, letting them work.
But you talk about, Dave, where did this team continue to get better? They continue to improve. When a kid can take a week like Espinoza did 2 or 3 weeks ago, made no catches, was only targeted one time, but made blocks downfield that changed the game. It opened up blocks down the field. Sedgwick was blocking as well. But then to come out tonight, and Espinoza didn't hesitate and was the go-to man for Noah Boris. And he made some great catches, some great moves on big fourth downs. And I think Espinoza stepped up that hey, I'm here for it, and I'm my name needs to be brought out. I'm a receiver that's making a difference now. His confidence continues to rise, and he's ready when this time is called. He knows that it's not always going to be called. You have Xavier Warren. You have Davin Sedgwick. You have Cody Holubeck. You have Gavin Calloway. You have Andrew Petter. When it was time for Espinoza, the young man stepped up, and I think that's what this wide receiving core is doing on the offensive side of it's my go time, then I've got to be prepared. Weisheimer's done it in the last 2 games. Espinoza shined tonight in the offense.
We've talked about it several times throughout the season, mostly in private, but Coach Griffin, when he talks about this team, he likes the depth, he likes the speed, he likes the camaraderie, and we're really starting to see that. And everybody likes that this team – will step up. If the offense isn't going well, the defense will step up. If the defense is struggling, the offense will step up. And not only at a group level, but at the individual level. And then I was so excited to see Big Michael Valenta get him that interception there at the end. That was just fantastic.
I would like to, before next week, one of the focuses needs to be cleaning up some of the missed tackles.
And I think I would agree with that, but I would also say – useless penalties.
Yes.
Yeah. The false starts. You can't make mistakes against a College Station team and get away with it.
When you go on the road at College Station, you've got to be more crisp. You got to be clean, and you got to play a perfect ball game.
Absolutely, yeah. If you get the ball at the 25-yard line of the opposing team and don't get points out of that against College Station, that's not going to bode well for you.
And this is we saw in this game tonight, very emotional game, both sides of the field, and there were no unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on the Eagles like there have been the past 2 weeks. And I talked to Coach about it in the pregame interview that a lot of folks saw in the pregame show. And Coach said, I asked him, how do you deal with the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties? He said, we run them. And it worked.
we get exercise.
Yeah.
But it's good. And you thought emotions would be higher tonight. They were. You saw that on the Eastview side of it. They got called for a few penalties. The Eagles stayed clean of that in those what you could call dumb penalties.
Right.
But they did a great job of keeping within themselves. Coach Nicky continues to impress me, staying in, having the trust of these kids and making calls when they indicate. And Coach Beatty continues to run an offense that you at times you're like, what is our offense doing? What are our doing? And then all of a sudden you're like, we're up 31-13. I see what he's doing. He's called scoring points.
Right.
So this offense continues to shine when it needs to shine. How big is that for a team to rest on your defense and your offense will produce? Just continue to provide them the ball. They're not going to beat you, but they're not going to blow anyone out this year. But they continue the ways of averaging 30 points a game.
Yeah.
And they did it in a game where they were down by 13-0.
Right.
And they came back and had a dominating performance.
Yeah, and again, this is another time this season where didn't play our best game, but it was a dominating win.
Georgetown wins it 31-13 to stay undefeated in district. A big one on the road next week at the College Station Cougars. Come join us live there at College Station on the campus of College Station High School. We'll be live at 6:15 pregame. 7 o'clock is the kick. Kelly, what do you got?
I do want to let folks know I got a correction from the band. Tomorrow is not at the field. Tomorrow is at Kelly Reeves Stadium, Round Rock ISD, Kelly Reeves Stadium, same time, 9:15. And then Tuesday they will be at the field for another competition there. So let's support that Eagle Band.
Tomorrow is at the Palace on Palmer, Round Rock's Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex there on Palmer Lane over in the Avery Ranch area.
Yeah.
Go out and support these bands. I tell you what, their show is fun to watch. They are so talented, and all the work they put in comes to these contests. And so tomorrow they will be out there early in the morning. Go support that band as they go out to compete.
We appreciate Jory Erickson for joining us down on the sideline with our excellent camera work. And
Jason Palmer
on the deck helping out.
And Jory's wife. I tell you what, we're blessed by a crew that has jumped in to help us this year to bring you the best that we can. I'll make sure that we have more batteries charged up for next week on the road for all of our cameras and transmitters, and we'll bring you the best coverage we can. Live next Friday night, College Station High School. We'll leave early, get there to tailgate, and then set up at the field. But come join us live there on the road, the big one for the Eagles as they try to stay unbeaten against the unbeaten in district. College Station Cougars.
Coach also let me know that the College Station Stadium is much like the A&M Consolidated Stadium, so we may decide to be back in the stands.
Their press box is a lot bigger.
Is it?
It is a newer
Okay,
complex. I've been to a game there,
But
we will be there no matter where we have to set up.
we are pleading with Eagle Nation. This is the biggest game in probably 10 years for Georgetown. Please plan to be there, travel, and pack that stadium, fill it up with blue, come early, be loud, wear blue.
I tell you what, to me, it's the biggest game this year. Forget me 10 years, I don't care. These kids have a lot on the line to make a statement for this team this year and the pride that it brings, and I don't think you're going to have a hard time getting these kids motivated to go on the road to avenge a loss that they had last year in the playoffs to be eliminated by the College Station Cougar. Holden, your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is that this was a very resilient game for them. Oftentimes you see a team that's kind of favored that expects to win a game. If they're trailing at halftime or trailing, the farther get into the game they get, you kind of see panic start to rise. That's when you see upsets. There was no panic by Georgetown. They came out in the second half and completely dominated from the opening kick. You love to see that. That's a sign of a great coaching staff.
Dave?
I agree. It's, you put away all of the crosstown rivalry, the 4-day weekend, all that stuff, and it came out a little soft, and they tightened it up, and they came out of here 1-0 like they want to do every week, and they listen to their coaches. We've got excellent coaching staff here and excellent student athletes.
Kelly?
When you can play in a tough district, not play your best game, and still win by 18 points, you got a pretty good football team, so that just makes next week that much more exciting for me.
My biggest takeaway of this is an Eagle team that can get down by 13 and not be dominated.
Yeah.
They can stand up, challenge themselves, challenge each other on both sides of the ball, and make a stand and make a comeback like this in dominating fashion to go down 13 and to come back and win by 18, 31-13. This team continues to fight on. Be there to support them next Wednesday night. Come to Mesquite Creek Outfitters and join us live for the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. We'll be there with Coach Chuck Griffin and a couple of players. And then Friday night, we'll be on the road at College Station to bring you Georgetown Eagle football against the College Station Cougars. Georgetown will go in 5-2 on the year, 4-0 in district. The Cougars will be 6-1. And 4-0 in district play. 6:15 pregame, 7 o'clock kick. Join us live there at College Station or join us live on the SHN Network. First Responder Broadcasting thanks you for all of your support. Remember, go out and support our sponsors. They help bring it to you free of charge each and every week. For Holden Tuma, for Dave England, for Kelly DeVoll, for my wife, Jerry Ann Harmon, that sits behind us waiting for us to call it a game. I'm Wally Harmon. Thanks for joining us. Have a good weekend. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.